it?
No, it'll say live up there.
Oh.
Up there. It'll either say go live or you are live.
Mm.
We have to wait. See, it says go live.
Sweet.
Sometimes it just goes live though. Like, it's real weird.
On accident.
All right, we've welcome back to some resume reviews. Got HR lady with me here today, and she's gonna roast resumes, and I'm also gonna roast resumes. So, anyways, the title is a joke, right? We're not assuming that it's all garbage. It's actually to help you guys out. I thought it was just a funny title, because this is what ends up happening. Anyways, if you want to send it in, it's over there. Thanks for being here today, Jimmy, Louisa. Yo, this music that I got right now, this is so superhero. Shout out. What up, what up?
Yeah, send your
I'm going to be starting a freelance project pretty soon. Would you guys be interested in watching me freelance someone else's brand, small business? They don't have a YouTube channel, their websites, they have 2 different websites with 2 different things. It's real weird.
Yeah, that can be any resume.
Any resume. Who's the man in your relationship? That would be...
Duh.
I was gonna make a simp joke and be like, well, that would be her husband.
No.
But then I decided I didn't want to say that.
Oh, somebody who's never seen me roast before.
Roast my
This will be
6-figure
exciting.
salary resume. HR
Yeah.
lady, does anybody remember that time when they're like, how does your company feel about the nose ring? And she's like, I make 6 figures, bitch. It's like, what? It was just a question about the nose ring.
It's true.
Some light popcorn stuff? Okay. What's up, you two? What's going on? Dude, I watched that, the freelance stuff. Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while. Like, I used to do, like, his website needs an overhaul. I'm not going to code it from scratch or anything like that. I don't even know if he wants me to mess with it too much, but, like, it's just a practical project with a freelance client. And I think that'd be interesting to watch how I build the video content. This is all, that's, like, the future of marketing, so... And his website needs an update, and I do before and afters, and like show you all the process, and I don't know. Like that's the plan when I get the airplane. That's why I'm getting the pilot's license, so I can help subscribers do it. But right now, might as well help him do it. So.
Yeah, good idea. Make your resumes anonymous, you guys. Take your phone numbers or your names or whatever you want off of there. It will just make it go a little faster.
Yeah, don't dox yourself.
Yeah.
Please. Better than we deserve. Thank you for being here today. The superhero music.
You need to do a roast of one all in the Chad voice. That's my idea.
Oh, we got our first one. Which one is this is the one from 1 minute ago?
We're drinking some raspberry and red flavor pre-workout today.
It's super anonymous. Good work on making it anonymous.
Oh, good.
Like it's super anonymous. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. Well, I mean, hold on. Hold on.
Do we have any tips on doing things we hate?
What? Yeah, do you have any tips on doing stuff that I effing hate? Yeah, you gotta do it anyways, dude. Like, that's how I felt every day with my job. Any tips on going to a job that you hate?
Play the game.
The best way to say that is, do you have bills?
Play the game. Get a paycheck.
That title, though, hey. Look, we appreciate you for showing up anyways.
I just got my oil changed. I did all my car maintenance. You just got your motorcycle done.
Yeah. One moment, please.
Red flavor's my favorite too. It's better than blue.
Where do we send it? Link is down there. We're gonna do this like once a week since I think you guys like this stuff. I think I should do like a serious interview with HR about like interview secrets.
With me?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. That'll be fun.
All right.
Hey, Mike.
Where do we send it? Yeah, it was just a grind rail. It's just the email in the description. All right, so here you go. Move my ugly face over. There we go. Okay. University. So the thing is like education at the top. It doesn't matter if your education at the top. HR people, hiring managers, they keyword match. So the keywords usually come from your skills section, which is down there.
And it depends on your industry, okay? For most of y'all in technology, put your education at the bottom. But if you're in HR or any other kind of like business field otherwise, you can put that at the top, it's fine. But for this kind of job, definitely put it at the bottom. Listen to Josh on that.
I feel like you got a lot of bullet points for this. I would just probably pick your best few, maybe your best 4.
I mean, this one isn't terrible, actually. These are my favorite colors, too, so that might be part of it. But I would pick a different font. This one is kind of difficult to read. Maybe organize the top a little bit. But otherwise, this one isn't terrible.
It'd be cool if you had links to any of these projects that you worked on. Like, I don't know if you're allowed to link to the projects, but I would link to if you worked on a public-facing website or a web app or anything public, if you work on an app that is public, link the app. Even if you made a page inside of the app, link the app. Link the thing that your company does.
Especially with y'all in software
too. Grab the mic.
Sorry. Oh God, that's terrible.
You're gonna start. Yeah, whenever you want to talk, just grab the mic. And I'll grab it back.
So, I know this stuff seems really nitpicky, but it's really important, especially when we're thinking of like the roles you're looking for in software, right? We want to make sure that you're actually like able to pick things like this out. All of your dates over here on the right, those look really good, except for they're not uniform. August down here at the bottom is all caps. Pick one way, all caps or just the first. And then August 2015 to 18, it should be August 2015 to August 2018. Just keep it all uniform. Make sure it matches everywhere else that you're using this format.
All right. My question is, do you have a portfolio? Oh yeah, okay, hit a button. Do you have hit a button. Do you have a portfolio? Because you got LinkedIn, phone number, and your email. Do you have a portfolio? You are clearly a software engineer. Also, if you're an intern, don't put intern, just put part-time. Okay? Part-time, junior developer, and intern, but it's the same thing, okay? So take intern off your resume and just put part-time. Always. Yo, Driz, turn up your volume. All right.
WTF is associate software engineer. Answer that. No, the color and font is good. Well, the color is good. The font should change. Make it something sans serif, not a serif font.
Send it down there to that.
Yeah. Like, make it easy. Use Arial, use Century Gothic, use Verdana, something else. Calibri, anything's better. Otherwise,
yes,
not too bad.
So, yeah, just reverse, put skills at the top, put education at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Good to go. Thank you for sending it in,
not bad.
That's good stuff.
From what we usually see, that's actually pretty good.
See, I told you she was going to roast. Look, everybody says ready for the roast, baby. Ready for the roast. Resume roast. Roast me, please, HR lady. My fire resume.
Click that one. Roast me, please. My fire resume. Okay, we're going to do those two first.
Please roast me, HR lady. All right, sure. Yep. We'll make it happen. Don't even worry about that.
Oh, this one actually, like, it's got a lot going on. It's really busy, but it's a good start.
It's one page.
It's all the same font. That's good. And it's one page. Hell yeah. Wait, can they see it yet? No.
I don't. He's got his phone number, so I gotta take that off.
Well, fix that real quick.
Yeah, I will.
We've got some things to say.
I just said mine would love a quick review, Paul. Hey, thanks. You don't have to do that, man. Comic Sans? No, it's not. We did get one in Comic Sans. It was a troll resume one. This was just complete. He's like CEO of being a CEO.
No Comic Sans, no rainbow font, no weird emails. That's my favorite thing, you guys. Take your weird emails off. Make yourself a professional email. The funniest thing that we see are like Big Daddy 225 or something at gmail.com. Why send that to? We're gonna laugh and then we're gonna move on to the next resume. So make yourself an email that says your first name, last name, the end.
Be like, call me Poppy 420XX. Yeah, probably don't do that.
And your numbers matter. No 420, no 69.
Yeah.
No year of birth. Everybody likes to do that. Like first name dot last name 1996. Cool, we know your age. Don't do that.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. Like so what I blocked out here is like your Skype, which is kind of weird. Is Arial Narrow? Yeah, that's fine. Where do we submit? Grindreel@gmail. The resume
Hey,
template
Paul,
helped me
thanks.
getting a job at the beginning of the year. Hey, Adrian, shout out to you. Congrats on the job. I hope
Yeah.
it's going good, and I hope that you please don't get comfortable there. Please keep looking out for yourself.
Hey, Paul, we'll look for yours in there too.
But I hope it's a good
Thanks
job.
for supporting.
We got skills. That's good. Technologies. Methods.
Mike L., you would not believe the things that we see.
I don't know if I put methods. I just put like other or project management.
Yeah, take that out.
REST APIs is kind of like expected. I'd probably put that.
Well, all of this is
Somewhere else.
expected.
Well, okay.
Honestly, this whole set web development,
This is too
app
vague.
development.
This is too vague.
Yeah, you're going to have to prove that anyways. So if you do have experience in that, it should be over here in your projects or in your work experience. It doesn't need to be called out on the side like that.
Nobody cares about calculus 1 and 2. I took it. I put that. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares what courses you took in college either. Like
it depends on like if you have like a capstone project.
Or if you don't have any work experience. But you have work experience, so take those out.
Software tools and systems is vague. Software design vague. This is kind of vague.
Discrete math. What is that?
They want to be. They want. This is what they want, bro. This is all
Yeah.
that matters. Is this section here?
As HR, like we don't need that other stuff. Like Josh says, cool if you have a capstone project, but we're not looking at that. We want to see your projects. We want to see the work you've done. We want to see the experience you have. The end. We also, if you went to school, want to know where you went to school, what you got.
Hold on, I gotta fit this to the screen real quick. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go.
Hey, see, for uploading your resume to apply for jobs, I usually submit in a PDF. It depends on if you're using a Mac sometimes, though. So if you're able to email your resume, send it in both PDF and doc form. That's what I usually do myself. And it helps us, too, just in case it opens funky. But if nothing else and you only get one option, always just do a PDF to start. They'll ask you if they need a fix.
I got a question. Is Google Development Club, is that a paid job or is this like volunteer? I'm not sure. Like, I think Google Developer Club is like, it's like that's a volunteer.
What's
like,
club?
I don't think you're getting paid for this.
You in a Google Club?
Am I wrong on this? That title is messed up. Well, thanks for showing up. We appreciate you. We thought it might get a laugh.
They're the ones who say that we roast. We're just helping you.
We're just having a joke. We're actually trying to help. But am I right on it? It's a volunteer, right? Google Developer Club is not paid.
Look, discrete math. It's an actual course. That's cool. It's good to know. Listen, and okay, HR people, that we didn't take classes like this. If we need to know what it is, we'll ask. Usually, we don't care about that stuff. So don't freak out.
More like junior dev pretends to know what he's doing. That'd be a good title for the stream too. Okay, so it's volunteer. All right, so you're gonna get popped on that because this is not paid experience. It sucks, but
it's a university club. That's what Google Club is.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Is that count as work experience?
No,
were you paid?
No, that's why it doesn't count as work experience. It counts as like a project that you'd work on. I would put that under your projects or miscellaneous or something else, but yeah, you gotta.
So many yeses. Sorry, guys.
It's worth putting on. Yeah, definitely put it on there because you got to accept it and stuff. But just put it in your project section. Like this looks like the only internship that you have.
That's a good point, though. It's smart using Google for your keyword search.
Only if you apply to like big boomer companies that have actual services that keyword scan your resume is so stupid.
Here's the thing. You'll get past HR because we're going to go, okay, Google, that makes sense. And then you're going to get to your hiring manager and you're going to have some explaining to do because it's going to be someone like Josh who's like, what is that?
You're going to have to do that every single time.
Yeah. How much can you make as an HR person? Usually cap out around $60,000 unless you want to be an HR manager. And
have a nose ring.
And then you get to 70, 80.
And then if you have a nose ring, you make six figures, right?
Yeah. Why you roast me on that?
This is a roast stream. Everybody can appreciate a good laugh. There's a lot of tension in the world these days.
Mm-hmm. This is true. This is a tension-free zone.
I think this is okay. Like, I don't know if these are clickable. I didn't check on my own.
Yeah.
But if these links are clickable, that's perfect. And if this little button right here is like a link to the demo, and let me check it. Hold on, let me take it off.
Okay, while you do that, just a little nitpicky thing. It is really busy to read. The formatting's pretty good. It's not so bad. I would change the font size of everything in there.
All right, hold on.
And make your
we gotta talk about this.
Subjects a lot larger, like education, experience, those a little bit bigger, just so it's easier to call out and read.
Should I put down artificial intelligence class? Put down the projects you made in that class. The class itself doesn't mean too much because like they don't know what you made, you know.
Actually, IT is the one who fixes time cards. HR doesn't. We just listen to your complaints about it.
You guys, no, we're not married. I'm married to myself.
Why we have to get married? I'm married to my dog.
Let's talk about this for a second. I clicked on your link and it took me to your portfolio page. And I do not believe a picture necessitates well, hold on. I don't think a picture of what you look like matters if you could do the job or not. And I feel like, people discriminate, as we know, okay? People discriminate based on whatever it is their jerk personality wants to discriminate on. And I don't think putting a picture on your personal site is going to help you. It should matter, but unfortunately that's the world we live in, so
RGB lighting, your lights on your wall, those
I'd
are
probably
leaves.
take that off. See, look,
oh god,
stop.
Oh god.
Anyways, I would consider taking that off. I don't think it matters. It's just, people are mean, dude.
Hey, Viet, we're doing good. How are you?
I think my opinion on this is, you wouldn't want to work at a company that discriminates, but sometimes the hiring manager is the only person that discriminates, and the rest of the team that you'll never meet is cool, and you didn't know that you got discriminated against, which fucking sucks, but,
part of the purpose of HR is to make sure that stuff doesn't happen. And everybody who does interviews, including hiring managers, we usually hold trainings for so that we can try to eliminate that or control it as much as possible. But you never know. Yeah, that's our job and what we're trained to focus on and make sure that that doesn't happen. But some other people, like hiring managers or other people that you interview with, they're not as attuned to it. So it's gonna, it happens. Unfortunately, it slips through the cracks. Everybody's got some kind of subconscious bias that might come out. So keep that stuff in mind. I wouldn't put your picture anywhere. And it might not even be the color of your skin. It might just be because you have glasses, or they don't like the style of your clothes or something like that. And it's all really dumb, but it happens. So just try to sell yourself, play the game, do the best you can, and know that stuff happens. It shouldn't. That's true, but it does.
All right. Let's keep it moving. We got
how to prove discrimination. That's a thing that you can research from EEOC claims. We get them sometimes, and anybody can really claim that. It's your job to prove it if you want to take it farther.
Someone said, bruh moment. Okay, got you. Oh, no. All right, cool. We can do this. This is mechanical engineering. Dude, this looks like my mechanical engineering.
Oh, God. I can tell you're an engineer.
It's great.
Make it so they
I
can
put
see
this.
it.
This is the exact same shit that I put on mine.
Oh God.
I
mean,
I got a job though.
Fine, but I definitely know you're an engineer before I read anything on this page.
Okay.
Oh,
let's look at this.
Real smart with your margins though. I mess with my margins too. In order to keep it on one page, I widen my margins. I stretch them. Anything to keep them one page.
Here we go.
Y'all change that font though.
Josh, that's
it's
a
so
sexy
hard
haircut.
to
Hey,
read.
thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's good.
Step 1, be good looking. Step 2, don't be not good looking. Have you tried step 3, which is don't be broke, and step 4 is be rich. So that's the 4 steps
Those
to
are
success
Monopoly rules.
in life. Okay, so.
Okay. First, change your font. This font is terrible. I won't read it.
Okay. Don't put your GPA on there unless it's something to brag about,
No.
which would be a 4 maybe. But
And
even
we're
then,
still
take it
not
off.
really gonna care. Especially, how long ago was that? To spring 2022. Okay, so you're still in school for 2 years. You might not have finished with that GPA. It might just be what it is now. It doesn't matter.
Take this off. I know how old you are. You're 18 in fall 2018. You were
Yeah.
17 or 18 years
The
old.
only thing you need for your education is your completion date. So it looks like spring 2022. It's totally fine if you need to put a future date for that. But don't put your starting date. It also doesn't matter how fast you finish school. It took you an extra year like it took me, no big deal. We don't need to know. Doesn't matter. That won't even come up on a background check. Usually it's just when you finished it.
Why can't I zoom? Oh, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got relevant skills. Just put skills, bro.
Yeah.
Any skill that's on your resume is going to be relevant to the job that you're posting. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, no.
There's the zoom.
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on.
It's
I need
you're
to.
left-handed
Yeah, I
on
need to
that
fix this.
pad.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay, so other things while we're waiting.
I'm thinking of legally changing my name to something that sounds okay.
It won't matter.
That shouldn't matter.
I am his girlfriend, Fastbox.
But then again, I haven't encountered these issues that you speak of. I'm not saying that they don't happen.
Yeah. Okay, so everything in bold is fine, I guess. You should definitely have skills in Excel. You don't have to explain your Excel
You can
skills.
lie on a resume?
A lot of that
100%
stuff gotta
you
go.
can lie on a resume, bro. Just don't lie on the background check and don't lie in the interview. You use
Okay.
the resume to get to the interview.
Here's a couple of things
That's
to go
it.
along with that. Things that you should not lie about because they are verifiable on your background check. The only
Yeah.
thing that we know is the dates of employment and your last job title. Not all of your job titles, just your last one. We can't verify anything else.
Yeah, but you can talk about
We
that.
also can't say if you can talk about it all you want, but if you
Yeah.
were an intern for most of it and you left like a month after you became a full-time employee, only put that full-time employee title right there. We'll never know. We can't verify that, so it only helps you usually. I never put my starting title. I put my ending title because it sounds a lot better to be a manager for 4 years than it does to be an intern for however long. Make a judgment call on that. Whatever makes it sound better for you. Anyways, things that we can verify: job title, dates of employment. We can't verify if you were fired, so never tell anybody that. We can't verify how good you were at a certain thing. We can't. So sell yourself. That's what I call it. Josh calls it lying.
People in the chat call it lying. I say enhancement.
Yeah, we're just enhancing.
We're fluffing up. It's just marketing, dude. It's like drop shipping, but if you think about it, right? Everyone's buying the same shit from the same place, but the one advertisement looks better than the other. It's the same way with resumes. Everybody's sending in resumes, but one looks better than the other.
Communication skills, that can go. That's
They
a
could
soft
both be
skill.
garbage workers.
Computer skills, that's an interesting thing to call out. Hopefully, if you're applying to a job like this, you have these computer skills. But a lot of it you don't have to explain. Like Excel, why are you telling me what you can do in Excel?
Yeah,
Hopefully
that's
you
true.
can do Excel stuff.
Yeah, they're just going to ask if you can
Yeah.
do pivot tables. That's what they asked me in all of my engineering interviews with Excel. Can you make a pivot table? Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
you're hired.
Microsoft Office package. I had somebody tell me to put that on there once when I graduated high school. Take that off. Cool. You can use Word. Great. We know. If you made it through high school, we know. That's really cool that you know a few different languages, though. So bring that up in your interview. That's when they ask you, is there anything else that we should know about you? There's your talking point. It's way better to have something to tell us than to say, nope, I think we covered it all. Do you know how many times a day I would hear, oh, I think we covered it? No. Have something to tell them. Anything.
Or I think
Anything. That's a
resumes are almost irrelevant at this point. If you really want to stand out, it's you got to think about. Okay, most people are like, how do you get a job? Well, you submit a resume. No. There's a million different ways to go get a job, bro. Go in there and be like, hey, look, I know you're hiring for this position. I have the skills. If I do 50 push-ups in a row right now, give me the job. You
what?
get a laugh.
If it's a startup or with the founder, they would probably give you the interview. I know my first HR
100%.
company, he totally would have hired you for that. Man walked around with his biggest muscle shirt on.
Jeffrey says we can't find three things to write Jeffrey down on here.
What's up, Jeffrey? Thanks for supporting the channel.
Appreciate you.
Oh, cool.
I think links to this would be cool. Links to your SolidWorks. Also, put your education at the bottom. Computer skills. You have relevant skills and then computer skills and then communication skills. I don't know.
Hey, Katya, so colors on your resumes, it all depends, right? If you have a bunch of different colors on your resume, it makes it really busy. don't like it. If you have just one color that makes it pop and everything else is black, totally fine. And only use those for your headers, right? So your experience, your education, maybe your name, that's totally fine. If you're applying to a job for like a designer, then we definitely expect you to have something like that, but don't make it too busy.
All right, here's something. Right, you have a skill, acclimated to numerous teammates of different ethnical backgrounds throughout many This is expected, bro. This isn't a skill to work with people from different ethnicities.
Take that out.
That just sounds like you grew up not being able to deal with people of different ethnicities. That's not a good look.
It's not good, especially not right now.
Not a good look. Yeah, take that out.
Yeah, it also would make them probably guess your ethnicity.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Take that. That's like, you should be able to work with people, man. We're all people. We're all just trying to make it out here.
Hey, Emma, you can send your email or your resume to Grindreel. The email's either at the bottom sometimes or it's in the description.
You have a motorcycle.
Yeah, you do.
I do. It's a Speed Triple 1050.
She didn't cat yet.
Okay.
And if Josh has his way, one day I'll have a motorcycle too.
All right, let me go back.
And I'm sure he'll pick me a Triumph.
I thought that said Tim Tebow here.
Whatever he wants to ride next. Where?
I noticed if you add any graduate education, most companies won't hire you. Does that happen in your case? I don't have a master's, but yeah, it's because they think that you want too much money, but you have no practical experience, but apparently you feel like you're entitled to this money because I have a master's degree, but that's cool. A degree doesn't mean you can do the job, bro.
Yeah, and it also depends on what kind of job that you're applying for. If you're switching industries, like you're switching careers, you're going from like healthcare to being a developer, that might help to show that you had continuing education. You don't even have to finish it. I have half a master's degree to show I was getting into HR. And then I was like, wow, I hate this. And I stopped. Do what's right for you.
All right, Jeffrey's up. Someone else doing it. I gotta find that one too. What is this? You have bachelors?
How much do you have
two?
bench?
All right, Jeffrey, do you have 2 bachelors? What?
How much do I bench?
The
bar.
60 pounds. 60 pounds. You do 230s on the dumbbell bench.
He puts them on there for me. All right. Can they see this yet? This is full of personal information. Hey, guys, if you're submitting a resume to us, also try to take out your personal information.
Turn down your HRS just a little bit, just like your regular S.
Oh, sorry.
You turn up the HRS when you go into this corporate mode. Yeah, your S's turn into this whistly thing. It's sorry. Just,
what? Do you want Valley Girl or HR?
Just turn down the S a little bit. It's a little bit semblant.
Do you hear this? Nobody
just turn it
is
down.
off limits for being roasted.
All right.
Especially.
Well, let me blur this out. At least it's a fun stream.
I have a brown leather jacket.
Manufacturing and design engineer. Okay. All right. How do we submit that there?
I don't code, but I know a little Python. Made myself a little AFK bot. I didn't know it was
an
even called
AFK bot. Yeah.
Moves my mouse so I can.
So you can walk away from Slack and not be away.
Before I was a consultant.
Big brain.
And nobody can see me now.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Education can generally go at the bottom, even in mechanical engineering. They're gonna look to see where your education came from, but that's not the keyword search. So you have skills right below that, right? That's good. I think engineering, software, hardware design, that's good. Languages, I don't know. If you're applying to jobs in the U.S., only put the language on there if you know that that company has a headquarters in that like country. So if your country is mainly working, or like your country's headquartered in Germany and you know a little bit of German, put that on there. But otherwise, unless your clients or your international company with places that are incorporated in those countries, don't put it. So that's my thoughts on that. Like I put Finnish on mine and they were like, yeah, bro, this is a U.S. company. And they're like, we don't really, I was like, okay, I get it.
I'm from the greater Houston area.
Okay, if you make a template video for a portfolio, I have a resume template you can buy it on the shop. It's on my website. The link for that is down below.
Do I have YouTube beef yet?
I don't think so. Actually, yeah, you do. You go in and you delete comments.
Don't be a stalker.
Programming, that's good. Photography, all right, this one's hit or miss. Photography doesn't really, they're not going to really care about that unless you're applying to some mixed position or a small company that might need this skill. Otherwise, I'd just take it off.
Oh, that's a good question, Bill. What if my last position is officially a QA engineer, but I put QA analyst in my resume?
And put Salvatore on there.
Okay, so there's also a little bit of like leeway that you have. You'll be able to explain, especially if it's just a little bit of a difference between your job title that you put on your resume versus what we verify. You can explain it, say this is what it was, it must be different in the system or something like that, totally fine. We're probably not even going to ask about it as long as it sounds similar. A lot of companies even let you pick your own job title. Like mine could be whatever I want it to be, and I just make it professional, but otherwise I would be queen of the world.
We're using camera audio. We're using a Samsung G-Track Pro that I got from Best Buy on sale. How do I submit? It's just grindreel@gmail. Yuka, thanks for being here.
And try to take off your personal info so we don't have to dox you or take it off ourselves.
You can take this one off. So you told me that you want to get this down to one page, right? That's going to be the goal. So take that bullet point off.
Josh, say something and finish. I know why the audio sucks.
Hey. In Halua Puhua. That means I don't want to speak.
Just to think about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We had the AC on this whole time.
So why nobody can hear. We need a new desk setup, y'all. IKEA needs
the Finnish
to
language
open.
sounds like a tongue breaker. Yo, if you want to hear what Finnish sounds like, you can obviously Google it. But like, go watch the Lord of the Rings because the Elvish language in Lord of the Rings was based off of Finnish.
Hey Rom, yeah we do. We verify hire and
John.
lost.
Thank you, John.
And quit dates. Thanks, Strad. I'll write you down too. Yeah, we're gonna verify your last job title and your dates of employment, start and stop. So you don't have to give us your full start date, like you don't have to say 9/2/2018. Just give yourself that full month and say September 2018.
So I can see here, take off when you started college. Just put this one here. Achieve transfer coursework. It doesn't matter. They only care about the end result.
Cat queen of excuses, I like it. I'm gonna use that one. What's the perfect HR title?
I have an undergrad degree, made 2 games in my free time. I'm from India. Would you say U.S. companies would be willing to recruit me if I don't have permission to work there? I mean, you could be a W-8 and work outside the contract, like the country as a contractor, but you need a bachelor's degree to get an H-1B visa, or if they're not already taken.
Hey,
Do we have
John.
to donate? No, you don't have
No.
to donate, but like we're just gonna, prioritize those,
Yeah.
I guess.
We appreciate
It's
y'all
all for
supporting
free.
the stream, though.
Supports the channel. Okay. Let's scroll down a little. Oh, you have a lot of, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, we definitely check the dates for all of your
Oh,
job
gosh.
history you list on your resume. So don't just put the right one for your last job. Put it for all of them, because that is one thing we'll verify.
Why remove the start date? Because I know how old you are.
Yeah,
Everyone starts college usually when they're like
Mhm.
17 or 18
Yeah.
years old. And so I can see when you graduated and I can do the math and I can be like, all right, this is how old you are. And then
Yeah.
people discriminate based on age.
Yeah, and you think being young is helpful,
That's
but it's
tough.
usually like you never know. It may or may not.
HR,
What
can
is
I work
John's
from
last name?
as a W-8 from another country even though I am a U.S. resident? I know the answer to that. And the answer is you would be a
Yeah,
contractor,
you have more
1099.
Scroll up.
You're a U.S. citizen, so you're going to be a 1099 because the IRS knows who you are if you're a U.S. resident. Coming after you. Ross Vlogs, thanks for being here. So
Well,
I'm just
thanks,
gonna
Ross,
I'm gonna
because
scroll
we
through this
are.
real quick. I'm not. I think you have your. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, did
Thank you for the 10 NOKs, Matthias. Write down Matthias real quick. Hiring
Sure.
manager attempted to cut out recruiter and ask for personal email.
Burkett?
Yeah, because the recruiter charges them a bunch of money. Definitely go for that. Like, that's what I try to do. I try to get the recruiter out. The recruiter is going to throw you at any job that, I don't know, it's actually pretty douchey on the company's part, honestly, but like it's better for you because most of the time recruiters don't want to give you the hiring manager's email. Thank you, the TRH51. Appreciate you.
Heck yeah, thanks.
Is HR lady taking notes? We're just writing down the donuts.
I did take a bunch of notes for Josh earlier, though. Add that to my resume.
All right, so here, this is what we got going on here. You got skills, projects, you got a lot of projects. I think you need to cut down the bullet points on these projects and use the bullet points like increased consistency, route reliability by 80%, like things that you have quantifiable metrics on. Thanks for doing this. Don't forget about my resume.
Manuel, we got you.
Thank you, dude. You don't have to do that.
I'm gonna need a whole new page.
Yeah, again here, developed a test plan that analyzed this and that, performed stress strain analysis. Yeah, pick some, like, maybe just include one bullet point because they're going to ask you about it, and I think this stuff is better talked about. Have this stuff on, like, your LinkedIn, like the detailed bullet points. Put that on your LinkedIn. Work experience, that's good. Activities and leadership. Dang, dude, you're so qualified. Design recruitment program. Activities and leadership. I'd probably pick like your favorite two. Josh, are you balding already?
You just got a haircut.
What? Yeah, my hair just fell out in a specific pattern. Yeah, you gotta eliminate some of these bullet points. I know you probably don't want to give them up because they all feel special to you. But get it on one page because this is a lot. And put the rest of this, put the bullet points that you take off onto a LinkedIn. That's what I'd do. Okay, let's go. Who's next? Who we got next?
Did we do Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Salvatore. Got John. Lexicon.
1 second. But everything else, and then move education to the bottom.
Yeah, that's this one. I mean,
Malding.
I would also mess with your font a little bit. Make your font of like your bulk text to be a little smaller. That way that your
all right, there's a weird
subject
song.
lines
Please hold.
Stand out a little more. I wouldn't use a fancy template. I would just use a basic template. Like if it's too busy, we're not gonna look at it.
What we got here?
Next one, Salvatore.
Oh, I spelled that.
Can we see it? SALV.
I don't see anything in there.
Okay, if you send us your resume and you want it seen, make sure you send us your
put the subject
or something so we can find it
in the thing. What do I put on my resume if I didn't finish college? I only got 2 years. Put it on there and just put the date that you were last there. And then in the interview when they say, "Did you graduate?" you'd be like, "Oh no, I didn't graduate."
Hey, Fastbox. I mean, it's not that young people are that we think that they're dumb or anything. It just depends on who you get. If you get like a boomer and he's looking at resumes and see that you're really young, maybe he's gonna discriminate against you. You never know.
It's because they feel intimidated, dude.
Yeah.
Like a lot of older people are intimidated by younger people who are smart because they don't want you to take their job, right? And it's like a whole power trip.
Don't make it hard.
I'm sure you guys can. You've all had like a boss like that, where you just wonder how this guy moved so far up the company, and you're smarter than him, but somehow, like, and he just discriminates because you're young. Like people that use the seniority argument, and in some industries it makes sense, but like knowledge industries, it's all about keeping up with this or that and getting stuff done. And like boomer bosses, they love that senior. I've been here for 20 years. That doesn't mean that you're good at your job. It just means you've been here for a long time.
Hot mustard. Okay. Thanks for supporting the channel. Also, if you didn't finish college, no big deal. If you only have 2 years worth of your degree, totally fine. I have half a MBA in human resource management, and I put that on there even though I didn't finish it, right? So you can say that if you just quit it, say that you're currently enrolled. You can say partial completion. That's what I put for my for my MBA is partial completion. Totally fine. As long as you have job experience, it shouldn't hurt you either. It'll be something you need to explain, though, for why you left or if you're going to pick it up later, something like that in your interview. But that's good. What is my favorite font? My resume's done in Century Gothic because that's what it looks like. I like Calibri, though, or Verdana. It just depends. Honestly, if you're trying for readability or making like it fit to one page, that's going to be the difference.
Love the drill
but
sergeant.
Use something like that.
Hey, thanks.
I think it looks good. I liked long hair.
It actually looks better. Sometimes, usually, like I'll like gel it back like that, like the Fury look. Not Nick Fury. It looks better. It just I got headphones and stuff on right now.
Good.
I didn't do it.
It looks great.
Like the Fury look from the movie with Brad Pitt, like that hairstyle. I just didn't put gel in it or anything.
It'll grow back.
All right. So here's the manual.
Joshes.
We're looking at your resume right now since I couldn't find the other one. So chat.
Okay, Salvatore, send us the subject line so we can find your resume later.
What do you say about job gaps? They're a meme. Just make your last job extended to present, unless it's like 5 years. Then don't do that.
What kind of job are you looking
Let's
for?
let chat. Hold on. Let's let chat digest this. Dang, y'all didn't hold back on the resume. Thank you both so much. Both of you are great.
Yeah,
hey, Jeffrey,
totally.
I appreciate you. You didn't have to donate. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I'm glad that helps, though. Let us know how it goes.
Senior programmer position 3, and I'd have to work with a lot of boomers. Any tips? So like
Get
if you want to fit in,
everybody.
just get like make sure to tuck your polo into your jeans, and then get the phone case holder that goes onto your belt on your hip. You know those like like those dad holsters that go. You know what I'm talking about, where you tuck the shirt in. Hold on. Here, chat, analyze this. I'll show them.
Yeah, give us your thoughts on this resume first. After everything we've gone over, I'm sure that you will have some thoughts.
This is what you gotta get.
Hey,
to
John Bear,
fit in with boomers.
thanks for donating.
I'll go off camera for a second.
Oh, hell's bells.
We'll come back. All right.
John, all these people are qualified. There are not enough jobs to go around.
So
font has nothing to do with anything important. No, it really doesn't have anything to do with
You
anything
get one of these
important,
right
right?
here.
But
and
it
just
shows that you pay attention to detail.
Just right here. This is how you fit in with the boomers. Just get that on your hip right there. Tuck in the shirt. Stick the gut out.
I can't.
And then add a little bit of some bass and just, hey guys, I'm here. That's it. That's how you do it. That's how you fit in with boomers. Hope that helps, Jacob. Thank you for the donation.
Going along with things that don't matter. Also, you're right. So we're just trying to help you get the job and get the interview because those biases do exist. You're right. Font usually, it shouldn't mean anything, but it does, honestly. So keep that stuff in mind when you're making your resume. Oh, God. We missed some things while you're standing up giving us your best middle management.
Hey, look, that's how you fit in.
But no, please just try to get along with all of your people. I mean, eventually, if you don't, it's going to suck for you too. Like, it's kind of the same rules that I always say. Use dinner table rules. No politics.
Nobody cares.
No religion.
Nobody cares about this.
Also, just like how you
Nobody
treat
cares about
children,
this.
Right? You don't talk to
Nobody
them in
cares about
baby
this.
voices.
Hold on, wait.
Talk to them like a human. Do that with little people too.
Look, why does this one have a gray square around it and the other ones don't?
Okay, well, here's my thing.
There's
Why do
another
we
one.
care if you're swimming, cooking, or biking? It has nothing to do with the
It's
job
so
you're
random.
applying to. Take all
So
of that
random.
out. We don't care. I mean, you might think it looks good, but are you applying to be like an Iron Man contestant? What are you doing? And then why would cooking and coding have anything to do with that? But also, if you're looking for an Iron Man partner, this guy probably a good person to train with.
This is like, I'm an automation freak. Don't put freak.
No.
That's not a good word to use.
Well, also, how are you going to prove that? None of that's measurable. This stuff should
What is digital
measurable.
transformation evangelist? What are you? Are
No,
LinkedIn titles? What?
Evangelist
Come on.
needs to go. That's really anything
happiness
that's related
engineer.
to religion.
Bro,
It sounds like that's related to something digital or relevant, but it's not. And that word
What's up,
is
Nick?
going to trigger somebody with religion somehow, and it's not going to be good for you. So take that out. Also, if you're using like language like that in your resume, you're going to use language like that in the office, and somebody's going to get mad. Not a good look. Take it out. Also, this is a really long intro.
Coding
I
is
stopped
coding in
reading it
real life.
after the first sentence, so take it out.
respect the tuck and chub. I mean, I'm
No.
telling you, dude, the boomers will. That's how you get raises, dude. And then,
Dreadful.
really, honestly, if you want to get,
Freaky wizard fight.
if you want to get, if you really want to move up in the corporate life, Jacob, the best skill to put on your resume is belt unbuckling and zipper unzipping, because you'll be doing a lot of that to work your way up in corporate. Okay, so on your resume, make sure to have that big and bold: belt unbuckling, zipper unzipping, possibly gargling champion if you'd like as well, because that's how you make it.
Listen, that's the resume
Thanks so
Josh
much.
submitted to me. So It might work.
I can't confirm. You do have those skills. You said it.
You said it.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is really, really, really long, my dude.
If you want to send the resume, the email's in the description, and sometimes it's on the screen in between the resumes. You send it to GrindReel.
Quit triggering the boomers, my guy. Boomers a mindset. It's just a joke.
It is. Like, we're boomers here and there.
I'm
Josh
definitely
is a boomer.
I'm a boomer for
you guys,
sure.
He leaves the volume on his keypad when he's texting.
Hey.
It goes click, 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 and it buzzes. Like, that's peak boomer.
Yeah, I'm always like... I'm like definitely... Let me send you a message.
Dad level boomer.
This is boomer level. Look, I need to know because I fat finger. I'm a boomer. I know. It's fine.
God, look what you did.
No. Looked like I joined an entertaining stream. Well, hey, appreciate you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I hope you guys learned something from this too, because we're not just here to roast you. We hope that you learned something from this. And if we don't get to your resumes, definitely pay attention to the other ones, because I can tell you from years of experience that most of your resumes are the same. And you can apply all of these tips to this other stuff. Especially with this resume, please don't give us a wall of text. I will not read this. No HR person I know will read this. No recruiter. It's not happening. Thank you for making a few things bold, but that should be one line of bullet point text.
The main problem here is that you're trying to mix a cover letter with a resume, and it's not, I was the IT employee number one. I mean, dude, aren't we all? You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to back that up. When I was in sales, I had great numbers, but I didn't just put the numbers on there. I would submit the proof with it.
So
like,
what
you have to be prepared
what are you
for.
missing here?
Anybody can be
in this agile methodologies? What does this mean? What's missing? What's and in ITIL, dude, you're 100%. Anybody that does ITIL, can we ask this man a question right now? Let's see if he knows them. Okay, hold on.
Also, bolding things or
they're just trying to
things in all caps. I know you're trying to make it stand out, but there's probably nothing more boomer than that. Just think of a text from your mom or your dad where they send you a really regular text message, and every once in a while there's like a randomly caps word. Just one word. Why? Do you roll your eyes?
Oh, what? That's not. You can't do this.
Does not get. Wait. Oh no.
No, let me. I'll go and then you go.
Okay.
All right. Give me a second.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, if you like the stream, maybe download 95% complete. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, if you like the stream, though, maybe give it a like while you're here.
It doesn't do anything for the channel at all. I don't know why I ask for them on live streams. Live streams do absolutely zero for promoting the channel. Whatever. It's fun, though.
But it's for Josh. Give us a like if you like his haircut.
Or if you don't.
Or if you don't.
Okay, here. Tell me. Explain. Explain.
God.
What is this?
Also, that's not even a percentage. You just randomly filled in a box.
How do I know what this means? What? Okay, so 100% on English, 100% on Spanish, 80% on 85%, 95%. I don't know. I don't really know what these increments are. We could make them whatever increments we wanted, honestly, because this doesn't mean anything.
John, we have you down on the list.
Also, you can't put Python and SQL together and then average your skill between them. Like, what happens if you know 100% of SQL and like 60% of Python? Then you're going to get this percentage. But this doesn't explain anything to me.
Honey, listen. Let us determine how good you are at these things. You might suck at one and not realize it. And you might be really great at it and rate yourself 50%.
Tell them how you really feel.
It's true. I said, honey. Listen, this is what you're setting yourself up for failure. You can sell yourself a whole lot better if you make yourself sound really great at everything. And then we decide that later. And then you'll get performance reviews, right? So get the job, number one. Take all this meaningless stuff out. Nobody cares how good you think you are at your skills. It's about how your hiring manager thinks. And you want to start off with the highest level of I'm great versus, hey, I'm only 80% great. Just want to let you know that right now. Because you're probably less than that regardless. That's what they're thinking, right? Also, take your languages out of there. It doesn't matter. Also, you're probably setting yourself up for discrimination, telling us what your native languages are. And if you speak Portuguese and Spanish, but also English, you're probably, we can guess what your nationality is, right? And for us, it's not going to matter. For a hiring manager, it might, or subconsciously it might. So keep that stuff in mind. Bring that up in your interview as something cool to know about you.
Channel.
But take it off of this. It doesn't matter. It's just junking up your resume.
This whole stream needs to be redone. Resume straight to the bin.
Why?
It's not that bad, but like.
I mean, it's a good, solid effort. If
Where are
you
your
have
projects,
some
though?
bullet points.
You don't have projects.
It looks nice. Like the.
Tech support mainly. So.
I like the one color and everything else is. But also, it's just very difficult to read. It's a wall of text, and we don't have time to go through that when we're going through hundreds of other resumes.
Okay, so leave this
this
description off. Like, I worked my tail off to
Take
provide
that
an
off.
awesome. Don't say
No,
it.
no,
Just
no.
talk about what you did, and
Yep.
don't put entrepreneur. Don't put that. Just put whatever your job title was. Just put tech support.
Positive and neutral.
You
I
don't-
worked my tail off. Sounds like you're going to be a problem on that team. Take it off. Stay positive and neutral. Nobody wants to work with a difficult person, and you might be a hard worker, but that sounds difficult. HR, not gonna care.
Wait, hold
Hiring
on.
manager, gonna care.
Yeah, so basically, these are your skills, right? These are your skills. Take these bars off.
Hey, Carlos, no, you don't gotta pay anything to submit your resume. Go ahead and submit it to Grindville.
Do crappy
emails
school
in the
projects count?
description.
100%. Yeah, add those.
Yeah. Any kind of experience is experience. Put it on there.
It was an awesome time with great learnings. You have 100% English there, my dude. And
Yeah,
that is not
that's
100% English there, my dude.
You see why we don't rate ourselves now.
Yeah.
Because if
true.
you told us 100% English, but you just messed up your English down here, what does that say about everything else you just rated yourself for?
Tell them, girl!
It's
Get
true.
them!
It's
HR
true.
fucking you up. God.
With all of the love in my heart.
Let me go get some bags of ice. This burns. This shit burns. Okay. Let me go back.
Exactly, Jared. It's the tone, right? It's all about the tone. And also, we're not going to get to the tone if we can't read through it. So please put some bullet points in there and take your paragraphs out. The more is not the better.
Let me...
He's the #1 employee in
All right,
Mexico.
let's go to the next one.
Cool.
I think that was it for that one. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a second page.
Really hope that helps.
Manuel,
though.
we seriously though, but,
Yeah.
we know we roasted it, but like
Yeah.
also seriously,
Yeah.
that
Take
one.
this stuff and use it.
Make it shorter, make it sweeter, and then take the swimming and biking and stuff at the top off. It's like nobody.
Did Josh
real
just
strange.
say he cares about sweetness? Wow.
Huh?
Wow. Make it sweeter.
What? Advice for people getting a first job in tech out of university: you need projects. Jarrett, yeah, exactly. If we just updated that, HR is savage.
What?
This isn't even her final form.
What? It's not. You should see me full HR mode. It's great.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a lot
It's
like
like-
this.
It gives me flashbacks from like trying to get a job and talking to HR and pretending like I cared.
Listen, I got an arsenal of smiles. All mean different things.
Just don't be a Karen. You could be savage HR. Just don't be a Karen.
I tried to make a Karen Wow character though.
True.
That's no good.
All right, who's next? Who's next?
John. Or Zuko.
Does that say lexicon?
Yeah.
John? We got.
That's the separate one. Or this
I can't
guy.
read your handwriting.
ORZOCO. It's because you're a man.
Excuse me. Maybe you just have crappy handwriting. All right.
He's asked twice. Did you get that one? No.
Who? John?
That's gonna be harder to find in here though.
What's the last name look like? Yeah,
ORZOCO. ORZ.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, you're right, Shrek. He does look a lot younger with this haircut.
It's cool because I'm gonna be 30 next month.
30 gang.
30, but sounding like 15
Oh,
gang.
honey.
Hold on.
I mean, it's all right. It's so
What is?
basic.
Well, we'll let chat decide. Just give it a minute.
Okay. Take his stuff off so you don't talk.
Bachelor's of Arts in Art History.
Oh no. Oh hey, I
Oof.
have a
Can I,
I
John?
have a ton of art history.
Can I ask?
So great.
This is a serious question. What made you want to get a degree in art history, John? Because did you go get an art history degree purely because you wanted
because art
a job at an art museum?
What are you talking about?
Or like, did you get it for free? Did you take out student loan? I'm just actually curious. I'm not trying to roast the decision to get that degree.
Curatorial assistant, arts contributor. He does work in the art field.
Because that's the only job he can do.
Listen, that's why you get a degree in art history.
Like, are you passionate about this?
I love art
history. Do you not care about making...
I filled electives with art history. I get it.
I took an art history class. All the hot chicks were in art history class.
You missed my art history class then.
Okay. Just actually curious, not trying to roast. Art history, sit back and relax. Easy A's. That's why that GPA is 4.0. I started engineer, but I didn't like it. I got it for free, no loans.
See?
All right.
See?
I mean,
I get it.
Besides time spent, if you got it for free, a degree's a degree, right? I'll leave it at that. Here's some for your retirement fund. Hey, thank you, Jacob. If you could take the $5 back and just donate a walker next time, that would be great. Maybe, a walker, maybe a wheelchair.
Or maybe just the instructions on how to turn off the sounds.
If you would like to fund my nursing home account, that's okay too. Hopefully some helpful critique. Richard, we will roast it helpfully. Your video quality's messed up. I don't know what to do.
Cat.
All right, let's look at this. I had to blur out your phone number and stuff. Actually... Yeah, okay, hold on. I gotta do it again.
Hey, Richard, totally. We'll look at that. Hopefully we can help you. Hey, if y'all are submitting resumes and you're putting them in the chat too, try and tell us the subject line so that we're able to find them a little easier. There's like 1 million in this box.
Oh, let me blur this out too. Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta blur it out. I'm gonna do my best, but just don't get mad if I miss something. 30 gang gang? Yeah, 30 gang gang.
Hey, Jay, that's not true. Free is free. That's fine. If you didn't pay 80 grand for your degree, like, more power to you. Totally good.
Dude, yeah, I mean, like, that degree would do great for programming. It doesn't matter. Google doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a gander.
John, get a job that makes you happy. HR kind of started to suck being regular HR, so now I'm a consultant.
All right, so you got that overall GPA. It's pretty high.
I would
it
take
might
it
matter.
out. It doesn't matter.
It depends on if... It depends on who looks at it.
Doesn't matter.
It actually depends on who looks at it.
Yeah, and if we're looking at it, we can verify it on your background check.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why isn't that a 4.0?
But some people interpret...
That's what Memo would say.
Some people interpret, like, a good GPA meaning they're a dedicated, loyal worker, and other people look at it as like, oh, they can take tests.
But you're only
at 3.8% it really depends.
of...
Well, I like how you got them,
worker.
like, we went to the third digit
Doesn't
here.
matter. But I do like that you didn't put your starting date.
6, 7, 3, 2, 1. I mean, I don't know. Take it off if you want.
I would move your university name below too. Your Bachelor of Arts should be first.
Also,
I'm glad it's bold, but move that to the bottom. No, not in this industry. In this industry, your education can stay at the top.
Looking for a new job. 200 whatever. Is that rupees? What's that? Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Write that. Write your name down.
Dude, thanks for supporting the channel. Hold on.
Bendon. Appreciate you, dude.
Thanks, Bendon.
Rounded, bro.
Bendon.
Dependable graduate with experience in arts and journalism industry, office administration background, with expertise in... This is actually perfect. This is actually great career objective. Although I would change career objective to be summary because you already have a history, so it's more of a summary of what you can do. This isn't objective.
Yeah.
An objective would be like what you're looking to get. This just says a summary, so change this to be summary.
One thing I would say, though, is that this is art, right? That's your field, which is great. But it's a very plain resume for the field that you're in. Just like if you're going to be a designer, it's the same concept. I would maybe not use Arial in this, use something else like Century Gothic or Verdana or something like that. I know you're trying to fill some space on here, totally fine. Make your bulk of your text a little bit smaller, maybe bolds your education related experience, things like that, and just make that say experience. If it's on here, like Josh says, it's totally related. So take related out, just make it experience. It also will make it look a little more streamlined. But yeah, I would
say, okay,
You're
so here's an example. You need to like flesh out a little bit more. Worked and completed multiple assignments simultaneously according to a strict deadline. What multiple assignments? What was the assignment? What did you have to do for the assignment? Assignment could mean anything. What technology did you have to use to complete the assignment? And how close was the deadline? And how many assignments did you have? Like work and completed 100 assignments within 30 days of the deadline being set, and
that's
whatever.
Very vague. What does assignments mean? That sounds like it's for school. Take that.
Can you put a low GPA? Just don't put it. There's no point.
I wouldn't put your GPA. If the job cares about GPA, it'll come up in your background check.
Yep.
Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Especially if it's low. Why would you put that there? Don't do it.
Yeah. High GPA from MIT. Yeah. I mean, you'll get some kudos for that too. However, it still doesn't mean you can do the job.
Yeah, exactly. What matters is, can you do the job, not can you take the test.
Not every degree is take a test. There are some that are like you get the degree based on like your projects, and yeah, but those are the majority of classes are take the test.
And it's based on what your professor decided you were worth.
Yeah, so. Dude. Yeah, there's definitely favoritism. Yeah. Bell curve, favoritism curve, like call it what you want. Okay. And handled, prepare, organize confidential materials. I don't know what that means. Handled and prepared. What does handled mean? What did you have to do to prepare it? What software did you use to prepare it? Typing detailed documents for location finding purposes. What documents? Location finding. I don't know what that means. Like the chat. Do you agree that like I'm not like you? Would you be able to determine what this person could do for you based on this? Because I don't know what you actually did. I just know that you did things.
Hey Jay, that's another point too. I know you think that if you add details like this, it's going to create a wall of text, but it's not. It'll give you some more bullet points. It really just adds detail. And if you change up that formatting like we talked about, make your font size smaller so that your actual sections stand out, then you'll have room for those bullet points. We should know what those are. We still need details, but we don't need a wall of text as in a paragraph of information. We need bullet points. Easy to read bullet points of what you did.
Pay a writer to write your resume for $60? No, don't do that. Just do it yourself. Just get a template.
Why can't you write your resume?
Here's one. So you have under your skills section here, you put clerical duties. Clerical duties is not a skill. That is a job duty. That is a job responsibility. That's not a skill. Like clerical duties could mean a bunch of different skills, but depending on who you ask, might mean different things. Someone says, all right, well, this just means you type stuff all day. Someone says, this just means you make PowerPoints all day. Someone says something. What is it? It doesn't. That's not a skill. That's a set of job responsibilities, a set of skills. You need to flesh that out. Spanish speaking and interpretation could work. Technical writing. Okay, I'm gonna go. You answer that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Okay. That's the wrong mouse.
This is the game mouse.
That's the wrong mouse.
I wanna move.
Wow.
Hey, Hot Mustard, guys. Thanks for donating. Also, to answer your question,
let me go back.
If you're applying for a remote job, what you should put for your location on your resume, I would say, so this falls into the enhancing category, right? But on mine, I say remote for my last job. Have you ever worked from home, especially right now? You probably have. So put remote / the city that you worked in. That's not verifiable. That's not something we can verify when we call in for background check anyways. So if you're looking for a remote job, that's my tip. I know it's technically stretching the truth, but you worked from home at some point, so it's remote. I would put that. Also, if you want to get a job in a city that you're looking for, put the city as in you already live there. If it doesn't matter to you about getting relocation assistance or anything like that.
Someone said, what's better, Upwork or Fiverr? Upwork, they're different platforms. They're not the same kind of platform. They both say they're freelancing. Upwork is just a job website. Upwork is just contract jobs. That's it. You are paying money to apply to a contract job, which is stupid. Fiverr is where you are the company and you have to promote yourself. And so Upwork, you can go apply to jobs. Fiverr, people apply to you. However, you're going to be on page 45 unless you have some form of marketing that says, hey, use my service instead of the other dudes with 5 stars and 40,000 reviews. What's the difference going to be?
Hey, Jocko.
They're not the same.
Hello and good night.
Saying hello and good night from South Africa. Hey, Brew, appreciate you. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Here you go. Take over. Take the wheel.
Eccentric. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Listen, I know you're trolling, but just to reiterate for everybody, like dinner table rules, right? No religion, no politics in the workplace, in your interview or anything like that. Yes, Josh would be a very bad candidate.
I'm great at helping people.
You can submit your resume here. Nope, there. To the email on the screen. It's also in the description if you want to see it there.
Right, be right back.
Got you. And we'll get to everybody. For everybody who's donated, we have a list going. We'll try to get to everyone. Yeah, we do have a million resumes to go through. So if we don't get to yours, just know that a lot of resumes are exactly the same or very, very similar, and you're able to kind of take these hints and tips and put them into yours. It's going to help. So pay attention to all of them. Yep, that's my man with a fresh new haircut. It's like having a whole new boyfriend. Let's see. Hey Kunal, thanks for letting us know the subject line. Josh, they appreciated brew. Dinner table roast. I don't know if I suggest that, but
Ask the chat if anyone wants a drink.
Josh would like to know if anybody wants a drink.
Anybody thirsty?
We have pre-workout and Pepsi, Diet Pepsi.
We got
Coke
water.
Zero.
Coke Zero. Anybody thirsty?
You want some sweet tea?
You good? I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good. Oh no. I don't know if he really wants HR to take over. We don't drink beer. We work out. We need gains.
What? Here you go. Cheers,
No.
chat. Thanks for being here today.
You do not get my Insta. That is for me.
Take a Pepsi, all right? Josh is swole. Hey, I try.
It's because we've been going to the gym. He's a good trainer too.
Inside the gym and outside the gym. All right. Let's put these headphones back on.
Oh my god.
I love this show. Martin, thanks for being here, dude. I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time.
Such a good trainer. He bruised me.
Bro, you don't even know where that came from.
That's probably from Suvi.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Jonathan. Education at the bottom.
Scroll. Oh.
What? Diet is worse than normal. I know.
Thanks, Martin. Wait.
Anabolic Pepsi. Hey.
That was a question.
What's wrong with that? Just said that LinkedIn's bad because it forces you to put dates. What are the alternatives?
No, LinkedIn is good and bad, right? But only use it for professional. Don't use it like as a substitute for Facebook or anything like that.
That's not what he was asking.
What?
On a certain place on LinkedIn, it makes you put dates for your jobs and for... Yeah, but then they can see your age. If it
you
forces
also
you
don't
to put
have
dates,
to fill any of that out. You can just have LinkedIn for your title and your name.
Don't put your job history there.
It can be found, and if they want to reach out to you based on your job title and what you do, then they can ask for your resume, and you're happy to submit your resume to them. You can also upload your resume to LinkedIn, I think, so you can do that instead. It doesn't have to be a complete. No, we don't have a P.O. box.
Erdogan. Oh, I should get a P.O. box. Dude, I would get probably... the last time I made a P.O. box, somebody sent me a religious pamphlet that said, Josh, you need to accept this religion right now or you are going to burn forever. And so I stopped having a P.O. box for a while. But I think maybe now would be kind of fun to have one. Yeah. We could unbox some stuff together on stream. That'd be fun.
That would be so much fun.
We'll definitely work on my resume. Hey, John, thanks for the support, dude.
We're probably going to have to blur a lot of things out if we open things on stream.
Yeah, it'll just be a bunch of bendy blurs. Don't even worry about it. It'd be fine.
Oh, look, another one.
Can you do remote work from Canada for America? Yes, you would be what's known as a W-8 contractor. Yeah, a mic.
You would be a mic.
Yeah, contractor. Is LinkedIn a good place to pick up HR girls? The gym is probably better.
No, that was like an anomaly.
Animator resumes? You need your portfolio is going to do the talking. If you're in any sort of visual craft, your portfolio is everything. Get a PO box.
Your gym looked at your LinkedIn? That sucks. Weird.
How much is needed for a resume?
Nothing.
No, you don't need to. This is free. You don't have to donate. You can if you want, but you don't have to.
Are you a good Pokemon trainer?
Just what?
We catch Oko.
Who's next? Who'd I miss? Are you circling the ones that we didn't? Oh, we got Lexicon.
Yep, Lexicon.
All right.
Oh no. Let me just
keep crushing. Hey, thanks, dude.
Do we do?
This looks like my resume. My very first resume.
I mean, it's all right.
Why are your skills at the bottom, bro?
And your language should not be in there. Conversant in Russian.
Precious metals as an interest.
Take your interests off. Nobody cares. Sorry.
Oh, you blurred out everything. Sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah, we could talk about it then.
Yay! Somebody actually
can't wait to be
blurred it out
roasted.
for us.
First comment here. Resume is sent for the review. Right, Mike.
Yay! Okay.
Oh, the idea of flying to help someone start the business. Is there an option for non-US subscribers? I mean, like, I could, like, drive down there. DKK2 Hundo. I don't know what that means, but thank you. This is the only stream I have and will ever donate to. Thank you for your channel. Hey, DJ, you didn't have to do that. Thanks, man. That means a lot. I know, like, you worked for that. And it's...
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Good.
Diego, is there an option for non-US subscribers? We could do it over Discord if you want. Like, I'll help anyone build their side business. It's fun. Like, you don't got to pay. I get content out of it, right? Like, maybe one day I'll start charging, like, big, huge companies that want help or something. But I don't know. Like, I just like doing it. I like helping people.
We'll have to figure something out if people want to be anonymous.
Apparently, I like helping people so much that I help people that don't want to work for 5 years. Utah Gang, Cat, what's up? You didn't forget me, right? Matthias, we got you.
Maybe we'll see you
We're just moving a little
the
slow.
grocery store one day. That's where we see everybody.
Search complain in your inbox. Write that down. Martin-complain.
Martin complain.
Resumes in your field? No. Many of the suggestions would be completely opposite in different countries.
No, not really.
Special license to fly international. I'm not sure, actually. Set this resume on fire. Bovine. All right. Set this resume on fire. Write that. Set resume on fire. Okay, let's look at this. You blurred out everything. So, education's at the top. Take it to the bottom. You have experience, fundraising intern, business development intern. Take off the word intern and put part-time, because the difference between someone that's junior and someone that's intern is it's only the pay.
Don't put part-time. No one's gonna believe that. You just put
remove
developer.
It.
Like,
No. This isn't.
No,
this isn't for
I'm
developer.
looking at this piece. Find a different title. Make a title that fits fundraising, whatever, associate or something like that.
Yeah.
Intern, it doesn't matter. You can explain that later. You can say you left when it just wasn't changed yet or something like that.
This is good.
Don't put that.
Overall sales by 8%. Oh, this music is intense. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But don't put part-time, because in a professional job, they're not.
I don't ever put part-time.
I know you mean just like put a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else.
This music is intense.
Yeah. Also, a lot of interns work overtime. For free.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll turn it back down.
Hey, you have job experience now too, so I would take off your volunteer experience, especially when it says something like temple in it. It's just gonna be assumed that's probably a religious organization. I would probably take it out just to stick away from it. But also, if you have job experience, your volunteer experience doesn't matter. Only put volunteer experience if you're like fresh out of high school. Or if it's like a developer.
Let me answer that. How do you deal with needing to take 1 to 2 months off due to work burnout? Yeah, so just extend the date of when you quit your job to be 1 or 2 months. Boom,
okay,
done.
but also that's going to create question on your background check.
Yeah,
so have an idea.
They only background check after the interview, not before.
Well, that's what
so
I mean, but they're going to ask you.
Oh, bro,
so
for
come up
sure.
with something else. If you tell us that you took time off because of burnout, we're gonna go, oh shit, he's gonna be burned out.
Don't say that.
No, exactly.
Bro,
you gotta come up with something else.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna finesse you right now. You ready?
But that's me. I said don't say that.
You're HR. So this is what you do.
What?
You extend the date out to when...
And then you're going to have to explain.
And then you apply, right? And then you get to the interview and you're like, oh, well, my company's financials, they just got a little bit crazy. So actually, I've actually been looking for another opportunity. I just put it current because I've been doing a little bit hit or miss work voluntarily on my own time, and I'm really looking for another opportunity to grow right now. And I think this opportunity is really great. Look,
the second half of that was really good. If you start talking about negative things about your old company, they're going to think you're going to do that at your new company.
No.
So keep it short and simple, and just say you're looking for more opportunities to grow.
100%.
I'm HR. Share that other stuff with your hiring manager then. No. Don't share that with HR. We're going to think, you're going to think about this later down the line.
No. You say that your company's financials got messed up. It's not your fault. You blame it on the mysterious CEO, and that can't be your fault.
It's not your fault, but it's still a negative. Keep it neutral
let's fight
and
for the
positive.
stream. Let's give him some.
Listen, we would fight about work stuff. That's pretty good.
Okay. Conversant in Russian.
Look, they're with me.
with HR.
Take that, Josh.
One person. You can't say they with one person. I mean, you can. You gotta use the correct pronouns, right? They, them. You're both terrible. It's fine. We'll finesse.
Thanks to Mug.
Okay, so anyways.
Probably.
Conversing in Russian.
Cool, but take that off.
Maybe if it's a Russian company.
Yeah, if you're applying to work in Russia. Otherwise.
This is fine, I guess. I feel like you have more skills, like computer skills, Microsoft Office. That's it. Like you don't have.
Also, take that out.
You gotta have
something else. If that's your
else.
computer skills, don't tell us that's your only skills. Take that out. Also, you should
gotta
have
have some
experience in Office. If you don't have experience with Word or PowerPoint,
you can put freelance, but most of the time they don't say. They think that freelance doesn't count.
I prefer that over computer skills Office. Also, personal interests gotta go. Nobody cares. I mean, it's really cool. Bring this stuff up in your "what else should we know about you" part of your interview, but otherwise,
Put that one
take
down.
that part off.
If you guys ever visit Cape Town, I'll hit you up for some hiking. But hey, that'd be cool.
Hey.
Let me get my passport
Hiking,
renewed.
That's my language.
It expired.
Not mine. Mine's current. Jonathan Borat.
I think leadership and professional. This is actually good for a business. This is fine. You have a history. Like if you were to put like leadership as a soft skill, but without any history of being in leadership or doing these volunteer activities outside, then that would be kind of laughable if you just said leadership. But like you have proof. This is proof, and and you're still part of the societies and the clubs, so that's good.
Hey, Sandro, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. McAlvany Financial. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna know what that means. Does Chad know what that means? What about computer skills? Yes. What about power things? It's okay. We're doing all right.
Can use mouse.
Cape Town's closed till
Can't
February
use
2021.
keyboard.
Are you serious? Really? How do you deal with people who list entrepreneurial projects as a gap in CV? Don't just.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're going to have a gap, have a good reason for your gap. But
Dude.
you don't have to say it was an entrepreneurial whatever. You can just say your job title when you were doing that, and then that fills in your gap.
One day volunteer.
See, volunteer experience. Take that out. We
That
don't
doesn't
need to
mean
know.
a day.
No.
Denisha, thank you. You
That
didn't have to
means
do that.
Probably during that month, which is fine. But also, you have work experience. Volunteer experience only matters if you're out of high school. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's really cool. It matters.
I think it.
But it doesn't belong on a resume.
No, I disagree. I would say if you're going to work at a nonprofit
Then it
that does this, leave it on there. If
Yeah.
you're going to work at a business that helps nonprofits, leave it on there.
That could be freaking anybody now. That's what they want because they're trying to attract millennials. If you're working at a nonprofit, cool, put that on there. Otherwise, I would say take it off. It's just taking up space.
I'm sure the chat's like, when does Josh not disagree?
All the time.
It's
All
not on
the time.
purpose. I'm just thinking it through.
But that's what makes it fun.
Video delay a little bit, yeah.
What if we were just yes men all the time? That would suck.
Why is that getting paid to type in? Yeah, I don't know, Luke. It's just different.
Hey,
Thank you for that, Denisha, again.
advice on making your in-person interview go well. I mean, you just got to go in there and be ready to talk. If you got to drink something caffeinated first, that's fine. Try
This
not
is-
to be super quiet.
That's kind of a bold a highly
But-
prestigious and respected. I mean, wouldn't it depend on who
Be
you
positive.
ask? Like, what if you were a member of a different society and that was like had beef with this
Yeah, don't put that.
society? You know,
It
like
doesn't matter. Take that out. Did you do work for them? No, take it out.
I mean, you could leave it. Just take that line out. Highly prestigious. Maybe I mean, it depends on who you ask. To me, I don't really know what this is. So
That's an honor society. It's just
Yeah, but
like
like-
a sorority or something. You take that out.
see,
It doesn't matter. You have professional experience. Take it out. If you don't, then I guess it's fine.
Like this
but
line
you didn't
right
do
here,
any work for them, so what's it matter?
increased overall sales by 8%. Like this right here, this is MVP. Like
Yeah,
this is what
that's
you
good.
need. Could you
Highlight
put
that.
the end metric there too?
That would be great.
Just be a literal god. Yeah, exactly.
See, that's what will get you the job. This other stuff, your volunteer, your leadership, whatever, that won't. Take it out.
I took a year off to finish
Club
school.
doesn't
School,
matter.
so school job gaps don't count.
No.
Nobody cares
No,
about.
nobody cares.
Like if you graduate college and
No.
you're like at 9 months to get a job, nobody
Mhm.
cares because you graduate, you're looking for a job.
Yeah.
If you have a job to job gap, that counts. Like school job gaps don't count. Educational gaps don't count.
Which is why we tell you don't put your start date for your education.
Yeah.
Only put the end date when you completed your degree. We don't need to know how long it took you, because it doesn't matter.
So, to make this better, I would probably put the amount of sales, like increase sales by 8%. But how much money are we talking that you brought the company? Because that really, you know.
Maybe don't take a shot before your interview. I would not suggest that. But stay positive, stay neutral, and that'll usually get you through. No shots. Maybe just some caffeine.
Yeah, see, nonprofit partners, perfect. Leave that volunteer on there. Okay. You have so this is duplicate. You have that down below also. Mm-hmm. Active member, and then you have it up here.
Ooh, another thing that will help you improve your interviews is doing a lot of interviews. Take interviews for anything just to practice. I do it all the time. I love it. It's fun. I know I'm an HR person, so it's really stupid interview.
No, this is not going to help you.
But it'll help you to practice.
Calculus is not relevant coursework to accounting. None
of those relevant coursework should not be on there. You have job experience.
No, look. Expected graduation. So these are interns. But he has
job experience.
Intern positions, and not like full-time.
Those other things don't matter.
You take off calculus, though.
Also, honors and awards, that only matters when you're applying for a graduate program or like something in school. I would take that off. I mean, if you want it to be on there, you can leave it in this section for education only and then take it off down there where it was at the bottom. Only list that once if you're going to list it at all.
All right.
Cool, you have extra time, but
who's next?
Not gonna help.
Who's next?
Lexicon.
You decide.
See, exactly. Okay, that's battles. A really good point. The 8% line is bullshit, but they can't prove it. And that's
this is a Christian stream.
Sorry.
Can you not?
Okay, but it's true, right? We can't verify that stuff. When they call HR for your background check, the only thing we can legally give them is your dates of employment, start and finish, and your last job title. We can't say how great or bad you were at something. Right. We can't even say if you were fired.
Hold. We need to look. Who's next? Oh, God. We're going
this
slow,
one.
Aren't we?
Matthias.
Matthias.
Yeah. Listen, everybody's got opinions. Matthias Odland.
Hey, thanks for being here, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you learned something
from
this.
Do a Keanu here. Matthias sent it so many times.
No, I'm not paid. We just hanging out. Also, this is my favorite
Joshua's
subject to
kind of
talk
cool
about,
at Gmail.
So
I'll take it.
I like it. Do that.
Okay. That's not how you do a skills. Okay, let's talk about it.
Listen, cool email. We got some thoughts for you.
Kind of cool. Not like totally, but kind of.
The format of this, let's start with the positive.
Oh, well, hold on.
Format is pretty.
Give me a second. Let chat. Let's let chat decide what his skills are.
Oh, God.
Chat, what are his skills?
I can tell you I'm not going to read through this to find out.
That's not a skill. Like, tell me what are his skills, chat? Are you going to read this? Because I'm not going to read this.
Being familiar with is also not a skill.
A multitude of programming languages, but I'm not going to tell you which ones. It's kind of like a, you know.
My skill is how
a wild
I see
card.
myself.
Are you always hanging out with HR lady? This is violation of policy. Actually, that's her character name in WoW is HR violation.
Honestly, the violation is probably dating HR.
Yeah.
Listen, these aren't skills. This is how you feel about yourself. Take this out. Condense it. Tell us why you want. Actually, why not just take this all out? Instead, just say what your skills are. Do you know Python? Do you know what other things? Just HR. Put some actual skills in there. Please spare us the Office and Excel, but everything else, tell us.
We got we got a little something here. He told us he at least knows this.
But that's in skills.
And this.
That should go in skills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're being a little bit too vague.
Mm-hmm. Also, sweetheart, that's a paragraph, not bullet points.
Hold on. Can we dissect this sentence? I'm capable of keeping myself within deadlines and performing when expected. So when you're not expected to perform, you're not. when no one is expecting you to perform,
then we just scroll Facebook.
My man,
or Reddit, or
my man is like, oh, I happen to be familiar with a multitude of programming languages. Oh, you're expecting me to perform? Hold on. Let me get to that.
Perform what? What are we performing?
Bro, that's going to be interpreted.
Gotta go. Put some bullet points.
Okay. Yeah, we need skills.
Good point. Exactly. Nocturnal. Take out I from your resume. Should never use action words. It should not ever say I or
Yeah, never
I
use first
did
person.
Or, yeah.
No good.
No.
Always use past tense. Talk about yourself in third person, and it's going to be really weird at first. Just do it like Josh is going to tell you how to properly make a. It's really weird.
Created databases
Just use
using
past tense.
MySQL, PHP. Like action words. Use verbs. Don't say I've. Also, like I've also. Oh no. Why? Stop.
Strategic incompetence. It's like selective hearing.
Also, the dates right there, you already told us the dates. Since the beginning of 2018, we know. Right there. The beginning of 2018. In your dates. What?
Since the beginning of 2018, January.
But also January 20. What? Also, you've been improving your web dev skills. Don't tell us you've been improving something. You want to tell us you're the greatest at it. That's how you get a job.
He says he has both small and large projects, but hey, fuck you. I'm not going to tell you what they are or what they do. And I'm not going to give you any links to see them either.
Also, who cares if they're small or large? Were they good? Let us decide that. Just tell us what the project was.
This whole resume is just... It's just an Uno wild card, dude. That's it. It's just an Uno. Like I got multiple programming skills. Not gonna tell you what they are. I got lots of projects. Not gonna show them to you though. You're just gonna have to bring me in for the interview. Maybe that's the pro tip here. Maybe that you confuse them and don't tell them anything about yourself, and they just bring you in because they want to know more because you're so mysterious. Is that the pro strat that's going on right now? Because that's what it seems like. Otherwise,
I know first-person language from an HR perspective. That's just not how resumes are written. Don't write your resume and I did this, I made this, I worked on this. Never say that. You say worked on, assisted with, performed, created, responsible for, anything like that. It should be action words. That's how it's written. That's how it's done. Play the game. That's what it is.
You're ripping this guy apart. Hey, look.
He asked.
This is the title of the stream. It's the title of the stream.
We're here to help, but if you think it's entertaining, maybe leave us a like.
Is it a good idea to link projects you're still working on? Yes.
Leave a like for the poor people being roasted.
Illusion 100. Yeah, exactly. I do the programming in HTML. HTML.js, right? I'm really thinking about finally submitting it. Skills none, experience none.
I mean,
skills, why don't you find out? That's what you should change it. Just skills.
Josh picked me up before knowing that I was HR.
Yes.
So, and then he was like, "Oh,
projects.
We could make this work."
Who wants to know?
But definitely don't recommend flirting with your HR person. You never know what kind of HR you're gonna get. They might be nice, but they also might be like a big stickler. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Rip in peace. Yep. Rip in pepperonis. Okay. Can you roast some more LinkedIn companies? Okay.
One day.
Never seen a title so true. Hey, look, we appreciate you. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. And seriously, like you're getting like actually actionable advice.
Apply it to your own resumes. If we don't get to you, all of this stuff is things you can apply to your own resume. Trust me, almost all of them are the same.
This is a spicy stream though.
I know. We like you hanging out though.
Coding teacher.
Resume for toast. Rip toast. Get toast.
Skills. I got them.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like your style.
For developers, designed, created, developed. Don't put for leadership because for leadership is impossible to prove. It's a soft skill.
Which type of HR is HR lady?
She's like I'm
cool HR, not regular.
If you had to pick between the different kinds of HR, which would be a Karen, a Susan, and a Brenda, I would say you're probably a Susan.
A what?
You're a Susan. Those are the three types of Karens. You have Karens, Susans, and Brendas, and you're a Susan.
This is why I didn't fit in with HR.
Karens summon the manager, specifically your manager, when your ass is fired.
No.
You're a Susan.
Susan is the honey.
Yeah, Susan is
Sweetheart, let me help you.
But really, that means you're so dumb.
Sugar, sit down.
Okay. Hold on. You can't put this. Let me get the music back real quick though.
Light, that's not true. I don't think we have high job satisfaction. You have high job satisfaction after you go have to ruin somebody's day. That sucks. Honestly, if you have a good day after effing someone's day up, like, you need a new job.
Yeah.
That sucks. Which is why I'm not regular HR anymore. I'm a consultant HR.
All right. Let me go back. Let's go back. I'm getting, oh, wrong one.
You don't know.
So you put languages. I have 3 or 4 years coding experience. In those years, I've been working on Python, Java. Like, these are your skills. You don't put your languages outside of the skills. TypeScript together with a bunch of fellow students. This is skills. Put it in a skill set.
Old school.
What's your name, HR lady? Is
HR lady.
Haley Rose.
Haley Rose, get it?
Yeah. Let me go back.
Please don't submit
Chad
it in all
Susan.
caps. We'll not read. We'll not read.
All right, who's next? We got Lexicon. How can I work remote for a U.S. company? I'm from Colombia, South America. Yeah, so you go to weworkremotely.com. They hire a lot from South America, actually. And remoteok.io. Mortarman. We got Mortarman. I remember that. You don't know. Oh, this is good.
I think I'm probably more of
This is a little bit too...
Pamela.
A little bit too much. Jonathan, let me... I would say add some projects.
It's just a little difficult to read. Go ahead and show them. Why can't they see this?
I'll fix this one.
Hurry up.
Hold on. Let's come back to that one.
Josh, explain what a Brenda is.
A Brenda?
Mm-hmm. You listed some HRs.
Yeah, we have Karen summon your manager.
Yeah, that's not a HR. A Karen isn't an HR. Karen is the person who yells at the HR.
It depends.
No.
Karen's just summon managers. So if it's Karen at work, Karen's going to summon your manager for something. And if it's Karen in real life, they're just going to summon the manager for something. We're going to, make this food again. And then you have Susan's. Susan's are...
I feel like I'm more of a Cindy.
Cindy?
Than a Susan.
No. Brenda's are just
100.
gossipy. Brenda's just
Yeah.
gossip. It's
Ooh,
all
the
about...
gossipy HRs.
Yeah,
those are
gossipy.
fine.
Those are Brenda's.
Don't hit on those HRs.
And Susan's are the ones that are just like, another day. That's her.
Yeah. Watching Jenna Marbles down in the corner of my screen.
You ever tried Talkify? I don't know. What is that? You reviewed non-coding? Yeah, sure. Who's next? What is that? We got Mike.
Which one? Matthias and Manuel.
Is this gonna work?
Mike blew
Got
up.
it. Thank you for the great channel. Hey, thanks. Thank you for that. No, a summary is not bullet points. A summary is one sentence. Oh, at least you blurred out everything. Okay, that's good. Seasoned. Dude, imagine being so cool that you just... Wait, hold on. Is Seasoned the company? I thought you were describing Seasoned as your work experience. That makes more sense. Bro, this music.
Apparently it's a Susan C.
This is like a soup. This reminds me of Batman or something. Like the old days of Batman, or like The Mummy Returns. Or The Mummy. Alright, anyways. Let's look at this. I'll make sure I'm not going to dox you real quick. Okay. So, this is your summary, right? 5 years of experience, expertise. This is more like cover letter.
Yeah.
This is your summary. This one line right here.
A summary shouldn't have bullet points.
And don't put 5 years because you might be shooting yourself in the foot. They should be able to deduct that you have 5 years experience from your work history down below. So
also, if you took out this massive summary, I bet you'd be down to 1 page. Should never have bullet points in a summary. Summary should be 1 sentence long, 2 max. You don't even have to have one.
And so the thing is, if you're going to use 5 years experience here, how come you didn't put any years of experience here?
Also, I'll tell you, very important, especially for tech in Austin, Texas, you're going to have to be competitive, and this is not a competitive resume, especially for that area. Of which I have direct experience.
Susan's our micromanager? Oh, yeah, true. Photo on resume?
Not even.
No.
Have you met me? You might want to micromanage me a little. Yeah, all of that's gotta go. I would take all of your contact information and put that on 1 line, make it a little smaller, make all of your text smaller, especially.
This is a big one.
You gotta put this all on 1 page, dude.
Organize these. This is your skill section, tools, technologies, skill section. Organize this. have it.
Even put it in 3 columns.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you do front end,
Something else.
mobile, other.
Yeah. Listen, it's such a competitive area where you are. They're getting like probably thousands of resumes to these jobs. I know this from experience. And they're not going to read resumes that look like this when they have the next one that's more organized, easier to read, 1 page, things like that. So especially depending on where you are applying to, the area in which that is, you need to pay special attention to that. If you were applying to somewhere just like in Iowa or something basic, like, sorry if you're from Iowa, like totally fine. In Austin, it's a massive tech hub, and they are very selective with
Federico, will we roast more? Yeah, I was thinking about what kind of titles I'm going to use for my other streams where we roast. I'm thinking annihilates your resumes, HR lady evaporates, drops nukes on your resume, tears your resumes apart. I don't know. I'm thinking about all these different words that I could use to describe destroying your resumes, because I think that'd be hilarious. Anyways,
just pull up the thesaurus.
I have an example that you need to get this down to 1 page. And you can do this. And let me show you how. So these 2 bullet points right here are redundant. Created automated test scripts in Selenium WebDriver framework using test ng automations. Increased automation test coverage up to 90% for the growing web application. Which one of these sounds cooler? And which, like, okay, you increased automation. Okay, so that means you need to use some sort of automation software. Well, in the interview, you can talk about that. And they'll say, oh, what did you use for automation test coverage? You'll be like, oh, I used Selenium WebDriver and test ng.
Also, you have 2 words on 1 line in that bullet point. Find a way to reword this so it makes it
Rips
1 line in your bullet point.
Oh, that'd be good.
It keeps everything
Atomizes.
smaller. Keeps you on 1 page. Also, I can tell you right now,
Pegs
the
your
font
resume.
size is probably like, what, 12, 10? You can make it smaller. As long as you can print it out and read it, that's totally fine. You can. I would go maybe
resume.
less than 8 point, but keep it 1 page. That's the most important part. Like, you have 2 bullet points in here that are so short on that second line, you could make them into 1 line. And that'll give you 2 more lines of space. Easy.
Anyways.
Scroll down to the second page.
I can't. I have to screenshot it. So, yeah. So take these out. Use the ones where you have the outcomes of what you did at the job. Those are the best key indicators for the person looking at this. They're like, oh, what did you do? And you're like, oh, I wrote tests. But what sounds better? I wrote tests, or I wrote tests that increased coverage of the entire application, 90% increase. Like, which one sounds better? Use outcomes in your bullet points if you can. HR lady eradicates. Oh, that'd be good. Get wrecked resume edition.
Get wrecked.
That'd be good.
Like it. Let's do that next.
Ruining your resume.
That's hilarious.
We'll just let the chat pick the title. HR lady headshots. HR lady domes your resume. No, that doesn't sound.
Absolutely not.
That sounded
if you guys
better
have
in my
an
head.
idea for a title for the next resume stream, put it in a comment.
Yeah, just put the title of the next resume.
We'll go through and pick the best one.
Yeah, put it in a comment. Don't put it here because I can't see this. I can see the comments easier. Okay, I think that's it actually. Let me, because it's just similar. It's just the same thing. You have tons and tons effectively communicated with remote teams. That's going to be
take that out.
Required.
Duh.
Worked with designers to determine.
Take that out. Duh.
Usually required. Closely
only tell us the important things that you did. We need to know the work that you did, not this other fluffy stuff.
How did you bring them money, man? So you probably saved them money or brought them money, and you did one of those 2 things as an employee. That's why they're paying you, so that they can pay you. You make them more money or you save them money. And so use those bullet points. What did you do to make them more or save them more?
HR flukes up resumes. I'm done. That one.
Make a Thanos thumbnail with HR ladies. Okay. HR lady 360 no scopes. Okay. Flushes your resumes down the toilet. This is gonna be rough, dude. Because I have a.
Can you remove this?
Let's see.
Who's the girl? I'm HR lady.
So I have a degree in from Finland, and I get okay. This makes sense. Keep this on there, but put this on your cover letter. Authorized to work in the U.S. for any employer. So yeah, I mean you'll need that one.
Also, we know you're a QA automation engineer just based on what you're applying to and your job experience. Take that out. Wait, is this page 2?
No, this is the first one. But I just saw that he had this
why is his name on this
degree from
Click that.
Belarus.
Oh, it's a PDF. Yeah, listen, you could make this one page easy.
All right, who we got?
And it should be. We won't read your second page. No.
We got that one. What is this? What's that say?
Sandro.
Okay. Okay. I was only gonna do this
Don't
for like
be
an
hard
hour.
on my resume is the name of his subject line.
Oh, I closed it? Why did I okay.
I don't know. HR lady's dog eats your resume. I like it. I would like to see that because she only has like, what, 4 teeth left? Who's that poor sweet thing? Look at her taking up a whole bed over there.
It's because she thinks she's ginormous.
She does. She thinks she's
Your dog
bigger
is a
than
diva,
yours.
bro. Okay. You want me to write? Okay.
She's a oh, that looks like my brother.
So you're from Germany? Okay.
No.
You don't have certifications in like. Okay.
Take
I think
your
it might be the
languages off.
verbiage, but since I lived in the United States for over a year, my English is almost native.
No, take that out.
Don't put that.
Don't never say that.
Like, then they're gonna start looking for things.
Yeah. No. Listen, you have job experience listed on here with no. Oh wait, they need to see this.
Yeah, I know, but I got
that.
I got blur stuff. Hold on.
We got experience on here without telling us anything about it at all.
I got blur. Look, I have to blur a lot actually. So give me one
How
moment.
I know you have experience? I was a developer. Cool. And
Yeah, there's no bullet points for your
Oh.
jobs. That's interesting. Okay, let me get all this out, Sandro.
oh dear.
And let me get your phone number out of there. Let me get your email out of there.
You have
Let
to get
me
space off of
get.
there.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get there.
You got a whole
There we go.
the whole.
There
Oh
we go.
no.
There we go. Wait, so can HR disclose to the company you're applying to that you were fired?
No, absolutely not. We're not allowed to say we're fired, so never tell any other job you were fired ever. That's like big deal. Never say you were fired. We can't prove it, and that would be messed up. So just find another reason for why you left. You left because the commute was too long, because you were looking for other opportunities, because you wanted to go and pursue some education. Anything else is better than you're fired because they can't prove it. And then you're more likely to get
All
a
right,
job.
chat. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to dive into this. Josh becomes HR lady for a day.
Oh, that would be fun. Let's do a reverse.
No.
Yeah, that should be a video. We should make you HR and I could be you.
I don't want to deal with me.
Just put the motorcycle
I
helmet
am
on me
me.
and I'll be Chad.
Okay. So we got Sandro here. You have certifications, and then you list your programming languages. These are skills. This isn't certifications. Certifications are certificates. Did you get certificates in JavaScript, Java, PHP, SQL, C, C#, Assembly, Python, HTML,
That's a
CSS,
skill.
Bash? These are skills.
Also, tutoring, take that out. Support, what does that mean?
Skill-
Teamwork, I sure as hell hope so.
Skill
Sorry.
highlights. I mean, you say the highlight is development, but what about it?
Yeah.
What's web design? You're not linking me anything.
Mm-mm.
Teamwork, that's expected. Support, emotional support. Like, well, I don't know.
Emotional
What kind of support?
Chat's gonna
Cybersecurity.
need emotional support after this. No. HR lady spanks your
I like that
resume.
one.
I like it. Let's do that.
Tutoring. What kind of tutoring? We don't know. Experience. So typically, when you put experience, you put what you did. Like if you're independent developer, does that mean that you're freelance? And did you get
listen.
paid for that?
Theon, case and point. That photo screams I'm junior. That is your opinion. Do you really want somebody who's hiring you to have that
make that
thought?
point. Make that point better.
Like that, okay, so you had that thought, right? That screams junior. Having your picture on there is going to say a lot about your age or your personality or something about you as an individual, right? So if we're automatically thinking, hey, you're young and you're a junior, they have that thought in their head, and that's what they're going to apply to interviewing you. And you don't want to start off that way. You want to start off with your best foot forward.
Yes and JS.
It depends on who's interviewing you. What if a boomer's interviewing you and they're like, I don't like your kind. You're going to come in here and threaten my job. And you don't know that. Like, HR tries to cut that out, but we can't stop it from everybody. Everyone has a subconscious.
We clearly know your age based off of this photo.
I mean,
we know you're young.
Yes. You might. Benjamin,
we're gonna give you a hard time for it. I mean, we're not, right? But like you also say,
we're not, but somebody might. And don't start off that way.
Where are you seeing emotional support? It's because he put support there, and I took that off because what does that mean?
What is support? Also, teamwork was right above it. What if you're applying for an individual contributor role and you're saying that you're good at teamwork? Does that mean you only work in a team? You can't be managed by yourself. So don't set yourself up that way.
So
can we move into experience?
My English is almost native. Since I lived in the United States, it would be since I have lived in the United States. So you're doing, at least get that part right. Like, so take this off is what I'm saying. They're gonna be looking for things that are wrong when you say that. Is there any way for a company finding out I was fired? Nope. No. They can just see your last day.
Yep. We can only see our last day. In the U.S., there's no way. In other countries, that might be different. In the U.S., it is something we cannot say. And if that is something that's said, you can pursue that legally.
In the EU.
Which is why, sorry, I need to make this point too to go along with that. Make sure that when you're giving reference phone numbers, never give your manager's reference phone number. Give your HR reference phone number. Your manager's not going to know all of these employment law rules and stuff, so they might say that. Only give your HR because HR is the only one who's allowed to say that.
No. Someone said, what does HR stand for? And people are saying human resources. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Wait.
Oh, no.
You are missing the middle word, which is very important.
That's HCM.
It means humans as resources.
Which is true.
Yeah, human resources. HR is not human resources. HR is humans as resources. Humans as human capital. Humans as ways to make money.
Human capital management.
Yeah, so you have HR, which is humans as resources, not human resources for you to come to and use us as a resource. It means humans as a resource. And they also have this thing called HCM, which means human capital management. Humans as capital. Humans as literal dollar value.
Okay.
That's what it means.
So let me also follow that up with I am no longer true HR. I am an HR consultant for HR technology. I no longer do the terrible things of HR.
Is that bad? Humans as resources is bad. I mean, like, you're a resource. You're a number. That's it. Like, I don't know how to make it more clear. No, okay, grandstanding Joshua. Hey, I appreciate you. Humans ass resources? I think that's the wrong okay. Josh is so extra. I have to be extra. Like I do YouTube. You can't be low key on YouTube. You gotta be a little extra, which means you're gonna make people mad and whatever. Otherwise, you just sign. Josh is ranting. All right, I'm done. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, a lot of times HR is mostly women because we gravitate towards these roles, right? You can think of HR as like the grandma of professions or like the teen mom. And a lot of times that's what we end up doing is taking complaints and being the complaint box and being the therapist and listening to how you're in love with your cubicle mate and they're in love with their cubicle mate and you're real sad about it, which is an actual situation that I've had to sit and listen to for a few hours before. So yeah, it is usually women who fall into roles like this, but there are men. We do want more diversity, so if you'd like to get into HR as a man, please do so. I work with a lot of dudes right now, but they're consultants. That's usually the routes that men take. HR generalists in your offices usually.
Kevin gets it. Kevin says by calling people resources, it dehumanizes and makes it easier to abuse. Exactly.
This is true, which is why you end up with things like chief heart officer because they don't want to say things like human resource manager.
Yeah.
So you end up with the fluffy stuff that you guys hate. So where you just want to hate and then hate, it does we can't make you happy.
Yeah, well, it's mainly because.
Do you want to be a resource? You want to be a heart? Like
chief heart officer.
It's gonna be the same thing. You're still gonna hate it no matter what you call it.
Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. So you don't get to count. What? No.
No, I do not have a degree in psychology or anthropology or sociology.
Offensive security professional. I'm currently taking the course. You don't get to put currently taking the course as work experience. You don't get to put your current college classes as work experience. That's not. The current experience means something that you've done in the past. That's literally the definition of you are either experiencing, this would have to be your experiencing section. I'm currently experiencing offensive security professional, but experience is a past tense word. This means you cannot be currently taking it.
I like this question. What can HR do wrong? Number one, yes, HR can get fired by other HR higher than them or by company leadership, depending on how high they are. Also, what can HR do wrong? You can totally get caught trying to get somebody else let go based on numbers or whatever it is. I've seen that happen as well. You can get let go based on productivity. All the same reasons you guys can get let go for, we can too. And we do have our own HR in most companies or the leadership who watches over us. So yes, it is possible. I like that one. That's happened to somebody I know before.
Okay.
Is Europe allowed to say you were fired? I'm not entirely certain about that. Y'all do have different contracts, so like we use resumes. Y'all have CVs and
Angel Heart, what are you talking about, bro?
And you have contracts.
You are censoring opposing opinions. You banned me on Discord because you once. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm gonna ban you now too.
Oh my god.
Bye.
You want a platform?
Okay.
Have a channel.
Does the employer look at resumes in America?
What does that mean?
Yes.
I mean, recruiters in HR will get your resumes, and then the hiring manager will get them after that. But it's like your CEO is probably not going to get your resume. What do you mean?
When was the last time you ghosted an applicant?
I don't ghost applicants because I'm not regular HR. I'm a consultant for HR technology. And usually we're the ones who get ghosted, not y'all. And sometimes you guys think you get ghosted, but the interview process is really long because it's a large company. There are things that get lost, though. Usually you get an email that's called regrets. We're sending regrets. Just we regret to inform you that you are no longer in consideration. If you have your hopes up on only one job, that's a problem. So
no, take photos off. Damien, take photos off because you can see his age.
Yeah.
You can see the age here. You're not ageism is real.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean like people be like, oh, this dude's only like 20. Yeah, he's not gonna know shit. No. And that's not true at all. You know, this dude's only 19. This dude's only whatever they're gonna guess.
You might not be getting hired by a hiring manager that's around your age group. You might be getting hired by a hiring manager that's older. Some of them think that that's great, and some of them think you're coming for their jobs. Don't set yourself up for failure like that before you even get in the door. What do you mean, do we think letters matter after rejection? Yeah, you can say thank you.
Where's the free corporate Kool-Aid? It's here. Actually, it's cool.
Mine looks like Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I should make my own like pre-workout product, and I should label it corporate Kool-Aid. Dude, that shit would sell like hotcakes. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Since when do you define your level of knowledge in a language as I can argue with you? Can we talk about this?
Wait, basic.
This man says he can argue with you. That's his level of language in French. He's like, I don't know enough to talk with you, but I can fucking argue with you. Fuck off, bitch. Like,
I know all the curse words.
What is that? That just means you know all the bad words, right? That's demonetized for sure. My bad, YouTube. I'm sorry, but like, I may not know how to tell you how to have a nice day, but I could tell you how to have the opposite of that.
Human resource lady cradles your resume into submission. I don't think you really want Josh as a hiring manager, because no. Nobody would be good enough.
Yeah, I'd probably take that off.
Mike would know.
When you study a language but only know the swear words. Exactly. Hand gestures.
What if you're getting hired by somebody who can only argue in, like, Swedish? You guys are going to have a weird argument. I would take it.
Josh, if don't have morals, you can't say crap. Censorship is wrong. Hold on, let me censor this message real quick.
Oh, God.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. When Americans speak English slower... Oh, yeah, dude, that's the worst.
What? That's funny, that was you.
Startup fired me and 8 other people right before the holidays and just went out of business. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Logan. You gotta be... So whenever you, like, whenever, like in the interview process, you should say, what does the outlook of this job look like? What does the outlook of this product that I'm being hired to develop look like? What are the future plans after this is developed? And don't take anything we don't know. Don't take that as an answer. If they say, well, we don't know, one step at a time, as a garbage company. Don't go for garbage companies. They should have at least a vision.
Ignacio, you would never know, right? If it produced a bad outcome, somebody might have given you a
Arguing
shot.
in Italian.
Other people probably didn't, and you'll never know. I would say set yourself up for success. Sell yourself as best as you can.
Can you look at the portfolio? That was kind of my priority. Yeah, dude, let's... Okay. I lost respect. You can't handle criticism. You're coming here to spam a bunch of stuff that I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm just gonna keep banning you. It's no problem. I'm trying to keep the stream on the same page about resumes, not about whatever you're ranting on. I don't know what you're talking about.
HR lady dumps resume and garbage.
I'm fluent in 5 languages. Should I include that? Only if you know your company might benefit from it, or if it has a location there.
Do you know if the company, like Josh said, has a location there that you're going to work at? Or do they have clients that you know of that need those languages? Like, that's the only reason. Otherwise, it's just a cool thing to mention in your interview, and it takes up space on your resume. I would take it out. It has to be relevant. Should I add a picture if I'm really effing hot? Listen, that's arguable.
100%. Yes.
Maybe.
We are. So someone said we're an all-male company here. You would be the only female. You may find it difficult to fit in. I mean, at least they're honest.
That's not something. Yeah, but no, that's.
I mean, they're not supposed to say that, but like,
never touch.
I wouldn't work there, but like, at least they're being honest.
I mean,
like, because you know, you might care. You might be like, I'm an only girl. Like, okay, then why'd you take the job? You know, like, if you're that type of person who cares, but at least it shouldn't be a thing, you know, but it is a thing. It's one of those hard areas.
Also, your company is probably going to have so much fun reporting that to the government.
Oh, yeah, definitely report them.
Because they do watch that. They do look for diversity in all of the areas. So, I mean, cool, but you probably want to fix it a little bit.
Here's one. You have your phone number on here. I'm not going to show that part, but, like, here's the part that's going to take this off. I'm from Switzerland, but on your resume, you're from the United States, right? Mm-hmm. So...
Sarah, that's kind of why I'm just HR lady, and we don't use my name, but also probably not. But I don't want to find out.
If you're in the U.S. and you apply to a U.S. company with this portfolio, they're going to be very confused. I'm from Switzerland. They're going to think they need to sponsor you.
Also, Sarah, it wouldn't be because I'm dating him. It would be because I'm agreeing with him. That would get me in trouble.
What does a director of technology look like? I would say it's less about the resume for a director of technology and more about networking at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be your resume. It's going to be who do you know. Whenever we're hiring C-levels, a lot of the times it's because they were recommended by our founder or by their friend or by this other guy that they've worked with. At that level, you got to network. Resume is important, but it's not going to be what you've done at that point. It's can you lead?
Yeah, so you're going to get popped for having I'm from Switzerland on here and you're in the U.S. Because I'm in the U.S. and I applied for jobs in the U.S. and on my resume I have a bachelor's degree from Finland and they're like, oh, this guy needs a visa. So they don't even give me the time of day for me to tell them, hey, wait, hold on, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Hey, Ben, what do you mean by screening technology? That can be taken a couple different ways.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. If there's one other girl, it would be easier. But, like, that shouldn't matter, right? I mean, my aunt was one of the only women working for a plant with all the other dudes there. And basically, you just end up being the babysitter is what she used to call it. So you might like it. She fit in great and loved it. And you might hate it. It's all just about...
You have your picture on here, too? And your phone number?
The pictures are everywhere, dude. Also, why is it cut off right there?
Okay. Well, hold on. We'll do this. Look, you have a emoji there.
Yeah, no, and it's a winky emoji.
You have a winky emoji, no. My man. You got a winky emoji in your portfolio text. That's not good. No good. Josh, you got an OnlyFans while you're trying to slide through?
Yeah,
anyways.
You should have the OnlyFans. I know at least one person.
Scroll down.
At least subscribe to that.
What I do? Okay. Tutoring, JavaScript, web design. Okay, that's cool. My portfolio. Check out a few of my works. You don't have to put check out a few of my works. Just leave it at portfolio. I'm not in the US. It's offered. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
This guy is a nerd among nerds. Honestly, a lot of the times that's what I think.
Who? Me?
No, just scrolling through resumes.
Oh.
This guy is a nerd among nerds. I mean, yeah.
Send it. Safarix. Okay.
Hey, Safarix. Thanks for supporting.
So, you need a link to the GitHub here. If this is not like a proprietary project or proprietary code, link to the GitHub.
Hey, Safarix, if there's a subject that you put in, can you send that our way so we can find it?
Link to the GitHub. Clients, 7 projects done, 30. So you have 30 projects done, but only 3 projects for me to look at. Now, are these your best projects? I need to know. 1,000 cups of coffee.
Just 1,000.
Contact me. Yeah, I don't know. I think that
Looks nice.
you need the links to GitHub.
Oh, look, an actual grown-up email. It's good. Good job. I like it. Again, for everybody here at the end right now, like, please make yourself a grown-up email. Don't use Big Daddy 1996. Number 1, I know when you were born. Number 2, what?
Here,
use your first name,
Sandro.
last name, random numbers if you have to, at gmail.com or
Sandro,
something like that.
you care if I link this to the chat? I'll link that to. Can you grab? Wait, I got another one. Hold on. We're good. JK.
Oh, you got it over here. Oh, that was me.
What?
Planning.
Oh yeah, that was a great planning.
No, I was like, did it not work?
I died. Oops. Sandro, can I I'm gonna link it. What's a good response when you're asked about your future goals and your job? Is it bad to sound overambitious? You have two options, in my opinion, if you're in the tech world. You can say there's two paths typically in the tech world. You go managerial and you work with people, or you go deeper down the tech side and become senior and very technical and very specified in your skills. So it depends on really what you want. So let me turn on the corporate for you here for just a second. Can you tell me what you're looking for, like maybe 5 years down the road from now? Like, where do you see yourself at our company? Well, Karen, I'm just more of a people person. Now, I know there are a couple typical roads in the technical field, and I'm more of my person. I like to go, work with people. I've always been a people person. I like to talk to them, help them through their issues, and I like project management. And I find I'm a great conflict solver, and I dedicate a lot of my time to understanding how I can get these teams that wouldn't normally work together, working together in harmony to get that output out the door and solve complex problems with elegant solutions. Now, Karen, I understand there might be some people that are very technical and want to work towards there, but I've always just enjoyed people. So as of right now, I'm okay with the technical stuff, but I'd really, really like to move towards the people and the management. Does that answer your question appropriately, Karen? That's how you do it right there.
Listen,
that's 100%.
Or you can go my
That's
route
how you do it.
And you be honest and say, I never want to be a manager, but I do plan on growing in my career as an individual contributor. Be honest, number 1, because one day they're going to stick you in a manager spot when you don't want to be one. That's going to suck. But also don't say that you don't care. Gotta say something.
Dude, I'm the best. Like, I can just wing corporate bullshit all day, dude.
Well, that's another part of it, too.
It's a talent.
Sell yourself. How many times I gotta say that? Sell yourself.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
don't go in there
you should
saying,
have
God,
seen me in the
all
interviews.
Of this. No, you gotta sound like this is your favorite thing. You want to work for this company. You know all about them. It's gonna be great. You don't have to feel that way. But do you want the job? What do you want?
His voice, the type of dude is the soccer coach. Hey, thank you so much for coming to our softball game today. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Jay, you right. That is the voice.
This is the voice of somebody who has been sucking that corporate for at least 25 years. In fact, I've moved my way up to VP. Now, I still could get fired at any day,
You're
but
hired.
I think that I could suck my way back into the company. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, so let me go back. Please do Herbert.
The amazing Raven donated $2 to the stream today. I'd just like to say thank you, and I hope that you're doing very well. By the way, could you tell me what you're wearing?
Thank you so much. Okay, what we were doing Cero next. That's Herbert, right? He's got to ask weird questions. That's how it works. Thank you for the 2. Oh, that's what you got to say. If you want to go to management, you have to say, I really like managing people and helping people work together, but what I really mean is micromanagement, because I have absolutely no skills myself, and I take credit for everything that you do. You get a $5 Target gift card, and I get a vacation to the Caribbean, thanks to your work. That's actually what that's what you say. Okay, Josh haircut. Hey, thanks, Regan Alpha. Appreciate you. Let's time out that, and then got this. Please,
What?
Look at this. This is fucking troll.
Oh God, put it on there.
This is so good, dude. All right, I think we found the best. We have absolutely. We have found the best resume of the stream. Chat.
Oh God.
This is so good. So good.
Oh God. Hired.
You're hired.
Resumes
hired.
by Josh.
Austin, Texas. Summary. I really like this font. I think
like
it's
it.
called the Crayon font. It's better than Comic Sans. Summary. Awesome graphic designer. Experience 1 3rd-grade art show. First place.
Oh.
Have you ever been so far as to do more look like? I have you?
You're having a stroke.
This is what I'm talking about, right? Like, this is how you get a Google job. Look at this. Look at this crayon. Actual crayon. This man went and bought a Crayola pack for you guys. This must be this is 100%. This is the best resume I've ever seen. Skills? Right here. Graphic design is my passion. I mean, hired, bro. Hired. I'd hire this guy. Wouldn't you hire him? I'd hire him.
I'd hire him. That's beautiful handwriting for
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Can you do? It looks like. Can you do cursive? We need to know if you can write in
I
cursive.
don't teach that in school anymore.
This guy sounds like management material. Get that man a job.
All right. Next real resume. Where are we at?
That was it.
No, it can't be it.
Resume to be roasted by HR lady.
Sandra. Did you do Sandra? Yeah.
If it's not signed by his mom, it's not valid. True. Jackson's true. True. We need. We need this to be signed by your mom. 100K salary offer. Yep.
Stories from
Skills,
the HR crypt.
doodling.
We have actually had moms come up to.
Don't you think you make a great HR?
negotiate.
Oh, dude, it'd be so fun. I just troll everybody.
Stop. No. Nothing beats papyrus.
I think that was that it?
I feel like there's more.
Oh, we got Bovine. Bovine said, set this resume on fire.
Okay.
Here, look. You can go look at it yourself.
Oh, you're coming?
Hold on. Is a full stack CRUD app enough to get a job even without experience? Yes, that's how you get your first job, is by look at all these people on the chat. Look at the chat. All you creepers clicking on the link. This is genius. Absolutely amazing. Ben says ruin my resume. Okay. Let me get Ben down here. Take the last video's advice. How do I do senior IT engineer? Michael Kane. Roger Michael Kane. Michael Kane. Thank you for the donation. You didn't have to do that. Michael Kane and Ben ruined my resume. What'd you do before YouTube? I worked as a developer. I worked as a mechanical engineer before that. And before that, I worked as an IT technician in a library at a college. And before that, I worked at Subway, and before that I worked at Kroger, and before that I worked at a church as a janitor. I've worked as a freelance video, like video and website guy. I've worked as, yeah, I've done a lot of different things. Okay, just chatting. Just logged in, KSR. Hey, thanks for being here. Okay, let me go back. Everyone that says, "Are you able to look at mine?" I want to get to yours, but it's like there's a million of them. There's a million. I can scroll forever. And I appreciate that, by the way. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Oh, we got more. Timothy's. Okay, advice for DevOps guy that got stuck in sysadmin wants to get back to DevOps because tired of the new micromanager. Timothy, you need outcomes. If you're DevOps, you want to get back to DevOps, you need outcomes. It's all about outcomes of what you did and what you prevented and what, like, you know, DevOps is really proactive or basically fixing stuff when stuff hits the fan. That's what you need to pinpoint on your resume. Learned a lot, experienced similar family stuff. Great since no contact, some stimulus money. Cheers. Hey, thanks, Jesse. You didn't have to do that. Michael. We got Ben. No, it's Bovine.
You won the chess club. How did you win the whole chess club? You beat everybody?
I can't. I don't see. Wait. It's set this on fire. Next person who leaves their phone number on their resume, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on the stream. Send mine for review. Alex, what was the title, Alex? Thank you for that, by the way. You didn't have to do that.
If Tinder didn't work for you, maybe you should refresh that resume, because that's what it is. We should review Tinder profiles. We could help.
It'd be so...
We could help. I've got thoughts.
I would have some thoughts in the most literal form on my Twitter. Jonathan, you said you do. Yeah, I will do. Puff bar type beat. I don't see it in here, Bovine. Set this resume on fire. Like, if I put fire, let me come on. Let's see what comes up. Fire, fire, super hot fire. Set this resume. Okay, got it. Like, flame it up.
Taps your Tinder.
This is actually okay. I don't. Okay, there's a little weird. There's a little weirdness here. Little weirdness.
I think it's just a little weird because it's in a sans.
Well, DocuSign.
It's in a serif font. Like, take that out and change that.
First of all, let me change this weird ass music.
Oh wait, we can't see it.
Okay. This sounds like Spider-Man, like with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, like emotional Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was emo Spider-Man. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Hold on. He always cried in every video. Tobey Maguire's crying about everything. It's like, dude, you're Spider-Man. Just go swing around.
Just go swing around.
Just go. Like, what would Spider-Man do if he was in like?
By Josh.
What if he was in like Kansas, where there's not even trees to swing on? Like, you'd be pretty fucked, I guess. I've always thought about what would Spider-Man do if he wasn't in a city. Let me find a better song.
Crawl around the desert. Then he'd be a scorpion. Scorpion man.
Hold.
Be a tarantula.
Tinder review, please.
One day.
When the content shifts that far, we'll know we've made it. I have a master's degree in pimpology, but it's from the University of Phoenix. Andrew Garfield was decent. Actually, that's true.
Just join the chess club.
His videos were those movies with Andrew was actually pretty decent. I like the one with the lizard. It was the only one that they had. Okay. You guys a couple? Yeah. When Spider-Man stopped crying and started dancing, they still didn't like it. True.
Listen,
what's the best major? What do you want to do?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it depends.
What's your goals in life?
Yeah, you want to be a writer? Like, you probably want to go to Dartmouth than something else. Like, it's just gonna depend, right?
Okay, let's look at this bad boy. You have a skill set and a skill summary. You don't need both.
Okay, that's my new title. Shubham, that's going on my business card since my boss said it can be anything I
Maybe
want.
riding horses. True.
I like that. That's way better than Queen of the World.
All right, look at this. I think we got. That's the wrong pen. Okay.
Don't ruin your...
I almost wrote on my.
No.
Okay. You have a skills section and a skills summary. I am confused. I'm confuseded.
Did you take my...
Yeah, I took your drink. There you go. Oh, sorry. Cheers, chat. I'm good. So, Python and PHP programming. You need to organize these, and I'm not sure what's up with the question marks. I'm pretty sure it's just the formatting problems, but you know what I'm saying. Is there swear words there? I mean, just took out his phone number and stuff like that. Automation is not a skill. That's like a job responsibility. What do you, the skills that you, the things that you do to automate are the skills. Did you got one for me? Oh, thanks. Infrastructure architecture. Describe what you use to do it. That's the skills.
Yeah, Basil.
You don't need a skills summary here. Thinking of making some videos. I was curious. Do you find that you had to do any sort of proofing to get better audio? I have some soundproofing in here, but it depends. You want to be about 6 inches away. Like, so there's the mic. This is what you should do for best audio. I'm not a good example at this because I'm like, what up, chat? But about like this. Do this with your microphone. That's best audio distance. Also get a pop filter and don't be like me. That's just kind of a meme now.
Hey, Ben, don't take your name off your resume. You gotta have a name on your resume.
I mean, for the stream, you take it off.
Oh, yeah, for here. No, he's asking for discrimination. You
Make
gotta
these-
put it on there.
Make these bullet points.
If you want to use a nickname, you can do that for sure, but you're gonna have to use a real name when you do your background check. But feel free to use a nickname as long as it's something that you want to be called while you're working there, because you're gonna have to explain it.
2020 present. You should put the year, or I mean the month. Is copying and pasting from Stack Overflow a skill? Yes. You guys should take a top 10 resume and do clap resume review. Oh, that'd be good. Which channel are you guys on Discord? Grind Reel? The links for that is in the description. Can you tell me how photosynthesis works? Photosynthesis?
Aw, Razor, that's
So
nice.
plants absorb sunlight and use that for energy. Those are bullets on your screen. They're boxes.
Yes, you can use your initials.
They're
for
boxes. That's a box.
Sure. Oh yeah, why are those question marks?
I think it's formatting problems.
Oh, okay. So that's another thing to get around. Make sure that you test out sending your resume to anything. Send it through email to a friend or something like that. Make sure it comes through right.
You could use your initials, yeah.
Yeah, totally use your initials if you want to.
Thank you for the 100, by the way. All right, let me go back real quick. I'm gonna scroll down. Okay. Okay, so you blurt out your dates, or there's, look. This is page 1, and we're moving on to page 2. And I'm not sure if you did this on purpose, but as you can see, again, we got a lot of boxes here. Probably just formatting problems.
There's one.
What? Can you check? It's
He's going to sleep.
Roger that. Y'all still live? Yo, what's up? Welcome back. How long should a resume be? One page.
1 page. Two pages is too much. We're not going to get to it. Especially if you try
Too
to
many
jam
jobs.
too much stuff in there to get to 2 pages. No. There's just way too many
Oh,
applicants.
it was 3 pages.
So 1 page only.
DeVry University.
The more is not the better.
Mm.
Especially when that is, I mean, okay, just.
How come we can't? Network communication. Okay, so let's put DeVry University and network communication. Don't put the rest of this stuff.
Also,
your experience will do the talking.
Here's the thing too. When you have, especially with universities and the schools you went to, if you don't want that to count for or against you or something like that, put the degree you got first and then put in smaller or not bold or something else underneath it the university you went to. That's how mine is. It's totally fine. But your degree is what matters, not the school you went to. So your degree goes first, your university goes underneath it, and then your date of completion. Because people have thoughts about your university.
Bro,
doesn't matter how good it is. What if you are applying somewhere and like the CEO went to Yale and you have Harvard on there? Like, no.
Okay, so
that goes next.
Pick your best few jobs, my dude. Like, you have a LinkedIn for them, but it's not
Also
linked. But you should have a LinkedIn for them, and they can go find the complete history.
1, 2,
but pick
3,
like
4.
3.
Only your last 7 years of work experience needs to be on your resume, especially when it's this long. I mean, y'all might have different thoughts about this, but that's as far back as we're going to consider. That's as far back as we're going to look on your background check anyways. But when it comes to stuff like this, your last jobs, especially if your job is like from 10, 15 years ago, it only needs to be your job title and the name of your company, maybe 1 bullet point of what you did, because everything you did there a decade later is totally irrelevant now. So keep those short and that'll shorten up your resume. If you want to keep all of your jobs on there, totally fine, but take out everything you did from your old jobs because it doesn't matter anymore.
Chat, imagine if you... Okay, here, let me run this by you. Chat, close your eyes and imagine this with me. It's the end of the day on a Friday. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the day. And by the end of the day, I mean it's 2:30, because we all know everybody in the office stops working at 2:30 and just waits till 5. Close your eyes.
Most days.
It's a Friday. You're in charge of hiring somebody. And you look at your email. You get a notification. Bling! You open the email. And you pull this up. And you got a couple other guys that are, you know, looking good, but it's your duty to look at every email that comes in. So, you look at it.
And that's it.
And you see this. And you scroll a little bit. And you say, oh, some skills. Okay, all right. Professional experience. Okay.
Wow.
And then you look over to the right.
Another wow.
And you notice how small this bar is.
Yeah.
And then you realize,
Nope.
wait, I'm still scrolling? Hold on, wait.
Oh,
Hold on,
God.
wait, it's 2:30 right now on a Friday. No, look, I'm gonna
Oh,
go back
God.
to watching YouTube until it's 5 o'clock, okay?
Mm-mm.
And then you're gonna
Here's
click
a-
this little X up here.
Here's a case in point. Let's change that to
And you're gonna go back to not doing anything.
You have consulting here. That could be anything, right? If that was 10 years ago
That's
that
why
you were
you
a manager and now you're applying to a manager job saying you have management experience a decade ago, irrelevant. Like, you don't need it. We're not going to look at it. We're not going to scroll. Everything Josh described for a manager looking through these things is how HR feels. We just looked at hundreds of resumes for this one position. Now we got to scroll through 3 pages of a wall of text. It's not going to happen. And if it doesn't get through us, it's not going to get through them. And they're worse about this than we are.
You're not...
Hiring managers' main job is not...
Save them time. As much time as you can. Make it simple and quick, because they got... Not only is it Friday, and they don't want to do any work because it's Friday. They don't want to look at your 3-page resume, especially. They just want to look at, oh, okay, it's got everything I need. All right, yeah, I'll put them in the pile, and then I'll go back to doing nothing. But it's going to take them a lot longer to look at this and go back to doing nothing. And you know what's easier? Doing nothing. So I'm just not going to do anything and watch YouTube on one screen and have Facebook on the other screen, and then Alt-Tab when my manager walks by so it looks like I'm coding.
When we just look through
And then I'll tab
hundreds of
back.
resumes that say the exact same freaking thing, we're not looking through 3 pages of yours.
Yeah, don't do this. Just
We
keep
just
it short, bro.
looked at this stuff all dang day. We're not doing it. And this isn't even our main job. This is just a piece of it. The recruiters, yeah, I guess it's like a big portion of their job, but that's not the main thing. So we got to get through all of this crap
No,
just to
but-
get to that? No.
But also, the developers, so after they make it past HR, the developers have to choose to hire usually. It goes, you get interviewed with the team. So the developers also have to decide if they want to work with you. And so usually the developers get a copy of the resume, and the developers also have to do their job and decide if they want to have a new team member. So like they have deadlines and a project and all this other stuff. The last thing they want to do is stop doing that and stop doing their tickets is to look at a 3-page resume.
Exactly. Josh, give your opinion on unpaid internships.
You mean volunteer?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go. Unpaid intern? You mean being a volunteer? Imagine getting told what to do for no money. Are you serious? At least in the military, when you get voluntold, but no, not in a private world.
What's the main thing for HR?
What if I'm worth 3 pages? I don't know. Sounds like a bunch of wasted trees, honestly.
HR has a lot of stuff to do. We do a lot of reporting, a lot of government reporting, a lot of keeping the company out of getting in trouble themselves, a lot of listening to you guys complain about the person next to you that you're in love with, that is in love with the next person to them. Like, we hold so many hats. It's ridiculous. And when we have to go through this stuff, that's why it's just not gonna happen.
Spray cologne on the
And that's
resume,
only,
send in the mail. Yes.
Surface of all the crap that we have to do.
Thought about starting a consulting
Depends on
firm
how
for
big your
recent
company
graduates.
is, too.
That's a good idea. Write that down. Hold on. Where's my pen? Consulting firm for recent graduates.
HR,
But nobody's
Hellraiser.
going to have any money because they're recent graduates. So it won't matter. Sure. We'll write that down.
How do you cook mac and cheese the Utah way? That's funny. The Utah way is probably just box mac and cheese. Neither of us are from Utah, though. If you want a good southern mac and cheese,
Who was
that's
next?
different.
We had another one on here. Ben. We got Michael Caine and Alexander.
Does HR still receive paper resumes and cover letters anymore? We do, and usually it's a very nice smile and thank you, and it gets left on somebody's desk while they're trying to walk it back to HR, because you're going to reach the front desk person and give them your resume. Whether or not they remember to give it to us, it's always better if you're going to go in person, ask for an email to send something to.
It's fucking solid. This is
If
solid.
we want a paper, we're going to print it out.
This is solid.
Yeah.
Let me zoom out so I can get this whole thing on one page here. Ooh. Oh, guys, if you want to watch
This is good.
me try to teach HR how to play video games, you can follow me on Twitch later. We'll be streaming on Twitch. She was like, I was teaching her how to play WoW later. So if you happen to have a horde character that could carry us,
That's fun.
mainly her, that would be great.
We just get my sister on it. She'll carry us.
She's not gonna keep.
She'll carry me.
No.
No, she'll leave me behind.
Bro, she's gonna boot you out of the party. She'll invite you and be like, no, you can't even. You're backpedaling.
Can't hang.
Bye.
Can't hang.
All right, so this is someone who took resume advice from the last resume live stream, and he improved it. It's actually pretty fucking solid.
He listened to us like almost
Except for
to
one
a
thing.
T. Which thing?
All right,
Oh,
one thing. There's
Okay.
only like one thing, and
I see it.
You see it? It's
Mhm.
it's this. Organize this. This is
dude.
unreadable.
Mhm.
You need to have columns
lot of
that are
text.
organized. You need to have so this would be front end, this would be back end, this would be other, this would be maybe design, this is too hard to read. It just looks like a paragraph that keeps ending after one word.
But dang, you did good on this.
Otherwise,
This
this
looks
is
And I like that you put in bold your two most recent.
she's rolling a
This is
druid.
great.
Teacher PUBG.
This is great.
I mean I could try. It has to be on mobile. I don't like PC PUBG. Wow, I was like crack.
Listen, we do it together.
Is her sister single? Yeah.
Yeah, she
She
is.
is.
She is.
No, we should bring your sister
And-
on for a dating
Oh,
show.
we could use her, and we could scroll through her. We scroll through her Tinder all the time and rate dudes, and we do this to my brothers too. And yeah,
Should I put 420 friendly on my resume? You put that on the
God.
Tinder profile. That's how I got a job at Apple.
You probably should put that on your Tinder profile.
But otherwise,
You
this
have
is
fun.
really good, Michael. I have no issues with this.
No.
It's one page.
Yeah.
I would maybe put a link to a portfolio if you have it, and then I think you might be missing projects, but you have job experience, so projects aren't so important. But otherwise, just organize this. What's her Snapchat? Hey, so it's XX
I don't even
HR
have a
violation
Snap.
XX.
Oh, wait.
Actually, that's your only
I
chance.
do have a snap just for my sister. Listen, you want to date my sister, though.
I'm gonna pass out in 10.
She's just sassier.
Licrit, come back. What's up, my two favorite boomers? Cole, welcome back.
Female. Do you know any female seagull friends?
Female seagulls.
I got a single dog friend.
What's up, Sue?
Hi.
Otherwise, this is really good. No issues with this.
Click here.
Nate, roger that. Probably gonna end the stream. It's been 2.5 hours. Holy smokes! 700 people here. Thanks for being here, 700 people. A shout out to my alt tabbers. I know I got a lot of alt tabbers. It's a Thursday afternoon at 4:30, so you guys are probably getting ready to leave your office. So before you do that, real quick, let me just hit you with a Keanu. Alt tab back over to me, and press a 1 in the chat if you are an alt tabber, or if I'm on your second monitor, you can go ahead and just drag me onto your main monitor and cover up your game, please. Give me a minute. Give me a minute of priority, okay, in your life. I just want to say thanks for being here, okay? Thank you. We got one more resume. That will be it for the stream. We'll be back with another HR nukes your resume? I don't know.
We'll take one.
Leave a comment.
If you have a good title for the next HR resume stream, leave it in the comments. We'll pick the best one.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Look at all my alt tabbers.
Oh, yay. Listen to people who
But I'm working from home. That's okay. You gotta give a shout out to the alt tabbers. How many Twitch streamers ever shout out their alt tabber gang? You know, or like, hey, you're actually on my TV right now, and I can't actually respond because I don't have chat on my TV gang. There's probably a couple of you guys.
I put your face on my TV. Just kidding. I get your face in person.
We got Alexander.
Did you find it? Listen, we aren't able to get to everybody's resumes. We didn't forget. We didn't ignore you. But all of this information that you're getting from these other resumes are things that you can apply to your own. So pay attention, keep these things in mind, and try to redo your resume. Maybe send it in next time with some of the improvements you've made, and hopefully we'll get to it then.
At least we're going to end on a good one, though. This one actually got...
All of the resumes pretty
no.
much have the same problems, so you can probably apply a lot of this to your own. Oh, God. This is...
Ending on a good note.
Well, okay, it was ending on a good note.
3 pages,
on
though.
the first page.
Do 1 page
and
at a
then
time.
we got worse and worse as the pages went on, and not just because there are multiple pages. Oh, hell.
Fluke nukes your resumes. Yeah, we could
like
do that.
It. And then we gotta dress you up like a
Not an alt tab, but you're on my second screen. Hey, thank you. Thanks for that. Chat's on my second screen, so I mean I can relate. This is my main screen. Okay. JP, I didn't see it. You gotta... What is it? We'll come back. Is this... Let me... Oh, I have to block out your phone number and stuff. Alexander, you... Okay.
Oh, honey. I can relocate. Oh, no.
Okay, alright. We'll do it quick.
No, dear.
Let me do it. I'll take this one. Okay, alright. I got this one. Alright, so here we go. This is from a bro in the UK. We got Alexander. And so we have a summary. A summary is this. This is your summary. This is just a bunch of information about you that may or may not matter. 9 years experience in Java programming, 5 years experience in Java EE, but yet you do not list the amount of years you have in experience with Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, or PostgreSQL, or PL, or transaction isolation, or performance tuning, or UML data modeling, or character encodings and collation sequences, or administrative tasks. You do not talk about your experience there. Why not? This is why you don't put years of experience. They should be able to deduct years of experience from your actual professional experience here, which brings me to the second area. Probably sounds like I'm rapping, but I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep it quick. I played a major role in the introduction. Nobody cares. Put this on your cover letter. I mean, people care, but put it on your cover letter. Make these into bullet points, because right now you don't have any bullet points describing what you did at VoxSmart at all. This is just a giant paragraph. Now I'm going to move on to the next section, because nobody's going to read that anyways, as it's currently formatted. So we have Ericsson Sidero here, Ireland, for 2 years and 11 months. There you go,
We
right?
already know that, though.
We can, well,
Yeah.
a
That
fuzzy
jumps
logic-based
that.
system for radio. Let's see my roles. There we
No,
go.
wait,
This
wait,
is the
you
only
missed
important
it.
part.
Yeah, take out that whole thing describing the company.
Yeah, they can
we
Google
can
that.
Google it.
They
Yeah.
can Google that stuff. But take this out. This is the most important part.
Yeah.
What you actually did there.
Mm-hmm.
Josh been hot fire.
That's like bullet points of paragraphs. No.
All right, so that was the first page, chat. As you can see, the first page.
Please
All right,
fix those bullet points.
let's go back to the
One
next
line.
one here.
Not a paragraph. Oh God. An entire paragraph describing to us what the company does. We can Google it. The longer is not the better when it comes to your resume.
Josh tuned in Eminem for a second there. Hey, I do listen to a lot of hip hop. I am a fan. Here we go.
Hip hop.
Page number 2, we have Orange Polska. We have a central product catalog. You have some bullet points here describing what you did, but you have an entire paragraph here that I'm not going to read. You have a history. I was originally hired as a programmer. Nobody cares. What did you do, bro? That's what matters. How did you bring this company money or save them money? Let's move on. You worked at Get It, in all caps, translator aid system, Java Tech, BTR services, direct insurance services center, and NetSpring.pl, quality business software in Poland for 2 years. So you moved around. This is a lot of companies.
I want to give you one good thing you did. Those other kind of meaningless jobs you did in the middle, I don't know, maybe they were and that's why you did this. Maybe you listened to us. You listed where you worked, your title, one line of what you did there. Great. Do that. But do that to all the other ones too that are very like this quality business software at the end. Do that for that one too. That was a long time ago. You don't need to list anything else about it.
Nah, bro. You should delete everything after 2009 because that's 10 years ago, bro. Everything from Java Tech down. This is 10 years of experience, dude. Tech changes so much. This is irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Bye bye. I mean, SQL's still around.
If you want
but
to list it, list the company and your title, the dates you worked there. The ends. So long ago.
HR lady, are you into career shaming? Is that like a version
Career
of kink
shaming?
shaming? Yeah, it's
What
like
is
it's a
that?
new kink shame.
No, if you're happy doing whatever you're doing. That's
Also, this was 1 month, March 2009 to April 2009. What's that? 30 days, bro?
Yeah.
60 days.
Read the little
All right.
quote at the top of ENFPT for my Myers.
That was page
and that's
2.
how I feel about whatever you're.
We're gonna move on to page 3 now. Oh, Mickey Mouse bones. There you go, JP. Thank you for the donation. You gotta just it just comes out. Just comes out sometimes when you get a little excited. I'm sure your girl. Imagine, ladies in the chat. What if your man? He was getting ready to finish. Things are great. All of a sudden, I'm sure you would never get naked with that man again. All right, let's move on to the next page.
No.
Sorry, new people that just tuned in to the stream. We got page 3 now.
I feel like you owe chat some ab rolls.
What the? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Why? My ears. Why? I don't. JP, he paid for it. Oh my. Man, I hope I'm not on speaker at work right now. Do the Karen voice. Okay. So no, I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Do you have time to?
Oh God.
Do you have time to hear about our Lord and Savior D20?
Grossed out a little bit. Hey, look. Rip headphones. Yep. The visual there. No, thank you. Just gonna say no to that visual.
Paul, you are correct. Duh. Oh no, a third page.
Yeah, we're on page 3 now. Let me get out the blur. So look, you have like a lot of great skills, but it's just at the bottom. I don't know why you would make me scroll through 2 pages to get to the good stuff at the bottom.
Honey, that should be the
HR lady rolled D20 on numbers.
Oh, honey, with HR.
Wouldn't be Josh's stream without a bit of cringe, dude. It's great. Only that one weird girl that wanted to do the Mickey Mouse roleplay, yeah. Okay. So, Field of study, informatics. So informatics is a really like European thing. You should convert this to like the actual like English translation. Nobody really knows what informatics is. I've heard somebody defined it once in chat. Oh, that means this. Okay, we'll put that there instead if you're applying to English speaking jobs.
Field of study, just tell us what you got your degree in, dude. And if you didn't finish, tell us what degree it was you were working on. Your field of study is so broad.
Fluent, native, basic. This would matter if you. He's in the EU. It could matter. It's a little bit different there. It depends.
Just list the languages. If you have to put languages on your resume, I get it. If you're in another country, like, get it. Just say the languages you know. Don't tell it. It's just like your skills section. Don't rate yourself. Don't do that. And also, don't tell us what's native.
Yeah, so these are all your skills, right? These are high-paying skills. This is a lot of skills, and you have a lot of experience. Why isn't this up at the top, bro? Like hiring managers.
What's the difference between fluent, native, and basic? What?
Native means that you're born into it, as you like.
Well, yeah, but like those are
fluent means like
wise.
I mean,
fluent and basic.
Okay,
like
so in Europe, people list their languages because there's so many languages in Europe, and even the most basic amount of German might secure that sales deal just because you knew how to say "Have a nice day" in German.
Just list German. Don't say
your level. I agree,
it's like
but
skills.
Well,
don't
it
tell
depends.
us how good you are at something. You're gonna have to prove it anyway.
So in Europe, they have different levels that they give you, and in some countries, you have to have those levels, and those actually mean something.
Then prove it in person.
Well, you have like a certificate, but okay. So put these at the top. These are good. These are high paying. Put them at the top. Can you add me on PS4? I don't have PS4.
Those are the important things. Find a way though to spread those out a little bit, because it takes up a lot of room. Also, change your font. Sorry if it's hard to read.
Yeah, this is italicized over here on the left, and this on the right is it? Are these two different fonts? Am I crazy? This on the left looks different than on the right. Yeah,
it is. That's italics, but also why? Okay, so testing. Okay, that makes. I get why you did that, but man, this takes up a lot of space.
What's wrong with informatics? Nothing is wrong with informatics. Just nobody in the U.S. or in English-speaking countries typically know what that means. Like Mickey Mouse, fluent.
Herbert from Family Guy, yes, as well. Very fluent in how to be a creep.
A 14-year-old that is still going through puberty? Fluent. Let's see. It's not wrong, it's just more common.
Oh, God.
Fresh new CV. You need projects, fam. Can you show an example of a good CV? Yeah, there's one in the last stream, and there's one a little bit earlier today.
Okay, I think it was the last resume we looked at in the last stream, too. It was great. We had pretty much nothing to say about it. It was awesome.
Okay, so take this to the top, and that's it. That's it. We're done. No more. Thank you for being here, chat. We're going to end. This has been 2.5 hours. You play Halo 5. What's your game tag? It's my 14-year-old game tag. It's Magic II. Add me. You can also add me on Battle.net. And go follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Joshua Fluke.
Imagine being native and Mickey Mouse.
Informatics is taught in English countries. I mean, not really. It's not really a degree here in the U.S.
Josh's favorite animal, a raptor. Do you know how often I hear about raptors?
Josh is next to you. How I was raised by feral dogs. True.
I like it.
Okay, I think that will be all for today's session. I gotta make a video for tomorrow, so like I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but thank you for being here. I'm gonna leave you with
thanks for hanging out.
Big Sur Blues from Sarah the Instrumentalist.
Maybe leave a like if you learned something or if you had a good time.
And we're gonna head out.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks, guys.
All tabbers, side monitor gang, appreciate you, and everyone that's watching me on their phone right now, probably on a bus commuting somewhere, appreciate you. On the way home from work, appreciate you. Just sitting in your office bored, appreciate you. Who else am I missing? I think that covers just about my audience. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate you.
Rest in peace, headphone users. Bye.